What's going on, everybody? We are back. Headphones and Highlights, episode 22. What's going on, guys? How's your day? How's your week?
Doing well, doing well. How are you guys?
Good. Yeah, chilling.
Can't complain. Going to Vegas tomorrow. Got that month off, with the baby. Been settling in as a new father.
You're
Little
gonna meet
quick
Mendoza.
with the boy in Vegas, my brother and my best friend. And then back to work I go, unfortunately. My time is done. But have no fear. It's only back to work until the next. I'll be at work certain Tuesday. I got duty on Sunday, and then I work that next week, and I start my baby leave again on Friday. So I'll be, got me for about a week and a half, and then I'm gone again.
There you go.
Oh yeah, but hey guys, look. So it was a big week last week. A lot of stuff happened, especially in the world of the NFL. The NFL draft has concluded. So the way I want to kind of start this one off with the NFL draft is Peter Asim, starting with you, Peter. What would you grade the Las Vegas Raiders on the NFL draft that they had?
So, obviously, the Raiders had the most predictable number one pick, I think, of all time. They obviously were going to get Mendoza. I got to hear a little bit of his backstory and everything, and that kid has a really great backstory. And if he is able to accomplish what he set out to do in his NFL career, he could be a star. The fact that he was able to only get a scholarship from Yale because he was a really good high school student, and then Cal University giving him a scholarship to be a third string quarterback, and then him working his way to be the starting quarterback, being in Cal for the 3 years, and then leaving and going to Indiana and helping Indiana go undefeated and win their first championship in like 100 years, him getting the Heisman to now be the number one pick. This kid is a potential star if he's able to accomplish everything, like I said. So happy to see him. He looks excited to be there. Obviously, he isn't just getting the starting job right away. But I think that the way it's looking, he looks excited to learn. He looks excited to just join the team. I overall would give the whole draft for the Raiders, I would give him an A. I think that they did good. I think obviously Mendoza being the first pick, it was obvious, but two picks that I thought were really good for them as well that were later on, I'll say was Tre'Davious Stukes. I've been hearing good things about him, the safety. He looks like he's really good. They also drafted right after him Kayron Crawford. The only thing with him that I've been seeing some people say is that he started football late, like he started his senior year of high school, so they don't know if it'll translate well. But the other one was Jermod McCoy, which a lot of people said that him getting picked first in the fourth round. They did a trade with the I believe the Titans. They traded up for it, so they were able to snag him, a cornerback. I've been hearing good things about him, so I would say overall they got an A. Obviously, you can only go up to A plus, but I'd say an A. I would go a solid A, just because Mendoza, he's got the potential. We got to still see if he's able to execute it, but overall, I'd say an A, guys.
So I like that. I will say, I was looking at a couple mock drafts just so I can remind myself. Getting Jermon McCoy in the fourth round is, in my opinion, a steal. There were some mock drafts that had him going as early as the late first round and in the second round. So like getting him in the fourth round just seems like a steal. Obviously, they're just mock drafts and predictions. You don't know what everybody's actually going to do. Team need people trading up and stuff like that. But still, like Jermon McCoy is a phenomenal pick there. Uh, Obviously, Fernando Mendoza is one of those more predictable picks. He's up there with Andrew Luck, Peyton Manning, some of the greats, and he's being compared to Andrew Luck. So being compared and being in the same senses as Andrew Luck, Sim can testify for this is a really good thing. Even though he retired early, Andrew Luck was a game changer level quarterback. He turned the Colts from, I think they only had 2 wins the year that they drafted Andrew Luck, and then the next year they were in the playoffs once again, and he was the difference maker for them. So I like the grade of an A. It was a little bit predictable, but you guys covered a lot of needs. And it's going to be for a fun division that you guys are in. Obviously, it's a hard division with the Chiefs, the Broncos, and the Chargers there. So it's going to be something that, we're going to have to wait and see how they perform. I hope that they develop him properly and don't just throw him to the wolves. But at the same time, I hope he learns. And I'm a fan. I want to see players do great and to be great. So I hope he does that the best. Asim.
Okay.
What's up, my boy?
Yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles, man. What you think?
Got the Eagles.
As you should. Talk to me.
Yeah. I really enjoyed this draft. We filled a lot of needs. To start off, I would give it a A as well. I'm not gonna go with like A-, A+, etc. I'm gonna stick with A. Howie, he did it again. Made the splash move. Makai Lemon was sitting there right for the taking and literally taken from the Steelers mid phone call in Pittsburgh. So it's we got a dog.
Hey, real quick. Yeah. That's got a funny. I don't know, Peter, if you saw it, but it's so funny. So Makai Lemon is on the phone with Pittsburgh, and he's happy he's about to get drafted to Pittsburgh. And then he's like, "Wait a minute, why is Philadelphia calling me?" And then somebody tells him, "Oh, you just got traded. You're getting drafted by Philadelphia. They traded up to go get you." So he hangs up on Pittsburgh, picks up the phone. Howie's on the phone, and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna make you a Eagle. How does that sound?" And he was ecstatic. He was happy as hell.
Oh yeah, I'll be happy. You going to
definitely a better. Yeah, it's a better feeling to go to the Eagles than it is the Steelers right now.
As a wide receiver, right? And this is like without any biasness and going involved. You can go to Pittsburgh, cool. They always draft well, but who's their quarterback?
Yeah, well,
they just got rid of Rodgers.
No, they didn't get rid of him.
He might come back. It's still
it's like we don't know if he's coming back or not. But they did draft a quarterback, Drew Aller.
Tendered UFA? Isn't that mean that he's gone?
What?
No, it means they signed him.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I mean, still, you want Aaron. I can't think of his name right now. Aaron Rodgers. I don't know why I had a blank. Or that unrestricted rookie free agent, whoever they drafted, or Super Bowl MVP Jalen Hurts. Kind of obvious.
Yeah, pretty obvious.
Yeah,
I'll be in tears as well. The kid, he's got it. The it factor.
He won McKishin. That award I can't ever.
Yeah, the award for like what your top offensive player in college football.
Best wide receiver in college football.
Oh yeah, best wide receiver in college football. Yeah, I forgot the name of it, but
award. That's
listen, he's gonna be the AJ Brown replacement when he's gone. So I said it before. It might have been some podcasts ago. I was like, you can't really replace AJ Brown with the rookie wide receiver. I'm gonna stand by it because it's still a question mark. But with this draft class, it has some promise. So it's like I don't think it's going to turn out bad with the player that we got, with how high we got him. So it gives some relief a little bit of what the whole situation with AJ Brown. So I'm hype. I'm looking at the videos, looking at his tape, looking at all the media stuff that he's doing. He's just seemed like a down to earth dude, even though they say he got character issues, etc. He seemed like just a down to earth guy. He had a video where he's just like crying, where his sister's telling him that he's she's proud of him, of the person he's become, how far he's grown, etc. So it just gives you those feels, and he's in the right place. That's it. He's in the right place. He knows it, and he ready to go off. All right, he ready.
Now I
We
have
can do it.
Now I have a quick question. I I wanted to get a reminder again. Who was it that you picked when you guys did your mock draft for the Eagles?
Oh yeah. I said I was gonna get like a defensive tackle. I think it was like, but yeah, he never. I forgot which one it was, but I don't even
Well,
think he.
I think you put him high, didn't you? You drafted him like pretty high, Asim. I think you were the one that drafted him for some team in the
Oh,
video.
Lemon. Uh, I'm trying to remember.
Was he in like a top 6, top 7 pick that you picked for him?
As
don't
far as him
remember.
being, no, it wasn't Lemon. I didn't put Lemon that high. I
Okay.
put, yeah, it was what's his name? Jalen Tyson.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
remember.
Okay.
he was the first wide receiver to go, but Carlos put him on a different team. He didn't put him on. I think yeah. He didn't put him on the Titans.
Gotcha.
I
Um
didn't expect Makai Lemon to be there at 20, so that was a steal.
yeah, basically. But we did trade with the Cowboys. We traded like 2 fourth round picks. Um
It's
but
worth it
yeah, he worth
because
it
you
to
guys
get the
got
guy
the
that you want.
he's I mean, from what I see, he's been listed as like the number one production wise, the number one wide receiver in the draft.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
potentially is between him and Tyson.
Yep.
Um, I feel like Concepcion is up there as well. But yeah, round two we got tight end Eli Stowers from Vanderbilt, basically the number 2 tight end um off the board
Yep.
in the second round. So it's pretty hyped because it was between him and Carlos was saying that we was gonna get uh what's his face that went to the Jets. Uh
Kenyon Sadiq.
yeah, Sadiq.
Mm.
So yeah, Carlos thinking we was gonna get Sadiq, but we got Stowers. So
Sadiq
I'm happy with that. He's gonna
personally,
huh?
personally, I disagreed with the Jets picking Kenyon Sadiq with all the needs that they needed. But
Mm,
at the same time, I can't knock them for taking best player available there because
yeah,
makes sense in their case to go best player available when you have just so many glaring holes that
yeah,
you should do whatever to make your team better. Um, but Eli Stowers, a lot of people said he was the second best tight end in the class. So
yeah,
you got a freak.
yeah. We gotta do, and he's gonna be a replacement for when uh when Goddard is gone. I don't think we're gonna give him another contract, with age and everything. So we'll see if Stowers, puts him under a year under uh uh a year under Dallas Goddard and see how it goes. Round 3, we got a tackle, Markel Bell from Miami. So definitely it helps our offensive line. Let them learn under Lane Johnson, uh, and just work towards being the next man up. Um, So we didn't take one earlier. I thought it was going to go, tap offense or edge or something like that, but we went a different route. We went offense. We got a 5th round Cole Payton from North Dakota State. Um, I didn't see that much with him, but they're saying he could be like a Taysom Hill. Um, he said he doesn't have experience, but he's a developmental. You know, he was one of our compensatory picks, and just develop under Hurts, and uh, we got Carson, not Carson. What's his name? Uh, uh, from uh, from the Bengals, but we got some other quarterbacks under there that he can work under, and he's going to replace our third string quarterback. Um, before if he gets traded or if he goes to free agency. Uh, so I'm cool with that. And then everybody was saying we needed a safety. We got Cole Wisniewski.
Wisniewski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another guy from guy from Texas Tech. He's basically our replacement as safety for our Blankenship. So from what I heard, he seems like he's gonna be a good prospect. We got guard Micah Morris from Georgia, because we love drafting from Georgia. Traded from Houston. Traded against Houston, get a Georgia. This man is 6'5", 334 pounds, so got a big dog.
Jesus.
Yeah. And clog up the holes. So and then here's another big one. In the 7th round, we got what's his name? UAR Bernard. UR Bernard. Yeah, UR Bernard. And so has no football experience or anything. He's from an international program, and he got drafted. And the man is 6'4", 306 pounds, and just all the combine stuff, just absolutely dominated, like 40-yard dash and 4.6, 40-inch vert, broad jump of 11 feet. The man is like, he's like a monster. Like you if you see pictures of this man, he's just straight, just zero body fat. He looking
like 6% body fat. They said 4% body.
Yeah, the man's built like the Hulk, bro. So this is a project basically. So if it turns out well, then he can be a problem. But we'll see. And then another edge from New Mexico, Kayshawn James Newby. So yeah, we did a little bit of defense later in the draft. We basically filled kind of all the needs except like quarterback, I guess. But I guess quarterback might be like a multi-year need potentially. Yeah, I said we needed tight end. Wide receiver came up because of AJ Brown. Tackle, we need offensive line and defensive line, and then their safety. Yeah, so we basically filled all the needs. And then before I forget, we traded with the Vikings.
Greenard.
Yeah, Greenard or Grenard.
Bernard Greenard.
Yeah, paid him what, $100 million.
Yep.
Paid him $100 million contract to get our linebacker, outside linebacker. So yeah, we got a dog. He made the moves. So how he did his thing, and we'll see how it goes for these rookies. So I'm excited. It was a good draft. Give it an A. I don't really have that many complaints. So
I personally gave it a B plus. It's nothing wrong with the draft. I thought you guys drafted really, really well. Again, I just think like drafting a safety not until the 7th round is like a question mark. 7th round players don't normally, plan out their projects essentially. And for a defense that kind of needs a safety, in your guys' case, it was a big question mark in my eyes. Makai Lemon, absolutely love the value that you got there. I'm not complaining on that. Best player on the board by a mile, in my opinion. I know everybody had him top 15 on their big board. Eli Stowers, great pick. Markel Bell, I'm not going to say he's a great pick, but I mean, just because he's a 3rd round tackle, normally if you're a tackle and you're getting picked in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round, it's more like a project work. And like my only question mark with that is your longtime offensive line coach left you guys. So kind of like with the Patriots a couple years back, when Dante Scarnecchia, our longtime offensive line coach, retired, I saw the production in the offensive line dip. I'm not saying that's going to happen with you guys, but it's something that's, a question mark to see, like, who's there? Are they going to be able to develop them as well as the old offensive line coach who's highly respected around the league, legendary offensive line coach in your guys' case?
My thing is that anything has to be better than what it was last year. So it's a
That's
lot
a
of
good way
a
to look
lot
at it.
of things happen, and the offensive line coach was not free from fault as well.
No, he's not, but he developed your line very, very well over
He
the
did.
years. Last year, like I said before, you guys dealt with a lot of injuries, so I'm not going to blame the offensive line as much, just because
Yeah.
they weren't 100%. And knowing Philadelphia, if they have a 100% line, they're one of the better teams in the NFL, especially being able to run the football. So that was just my question mark.
Yeah.
Same with the guard that you guys picked in the 6th round, Michael Morris. Just the same question marks there. Are they going to be able to develop him well? Are both of them well with a new offensive line coach who might not be as respected, as experienced as your old offensive line coach? Just because I'm a Patriots fan, I've seen it from experience. Once Dante Scarnecchia left, the production really, really fell down on the offensive line for us. And then all the 7th round picks, they're just projects. They're like,
Yeah.
you're just shooting in the dark
No.
basically, and you
With
hoping to hit some. Bernard
our
is a
our,
absolute freak.
our safety is going to start 100%.
I'm not going to say he's going to start either. I mean, he's a 7th round safety. He's got a lot to learn. Like I said, they're just shots in the dark. If you hit one, you hit one. If you don't, you don't. It was a 7th round pick. It doesn't hurt you, and it doesn't. There's no fault in taking a gamble in the 7th round. So training camp will show more. Like I said, anybody picked in the 7th round, in my opinion, isn't like, oh, he's our safety, he's guaranteed to start. It's more of like, okay, we're gonna give you a shot. Most of the time, the way I see 7th round picks are people that you really, really want, and you're taking them in the 7th round because you don't want to compete with other teams to take them in unrestricted free agency. In that period after the draft where you want to more young rookie players that you're eligible.
So my thing, I'm saying 100% Cole was in. I can't say his name, but the safety. I think he's going to start because what we have at safety is Marcus Epps, and then it's him on the chart,
Yeah,
right
but you
on the
guys
depth
aren't
chart
done
right now.
making moves. The offseason's still and still going. I can see moves being made,
I
especially
don't.
post AJ Brown, and you guys get a little bit more salary relief.
It might
Let
it might be in free agency maybe. I mean
it
the before the
just
trade deadline. If
you never
the
know.
safety is a problem.
You never. You are Bernard though. He is a project pick, like
Yeah.
you said. He has no prior football experience. He's part of that international program, and he's just a freak of nature. So hopefully, in his case, he can develop really well and
Yeah.
become a freak of nature in the NFL. I was looking at this, and this is something that I wanted to point out. Um, he was being compared to Miles Garrett's combine. They're both 6'4". They both ran a 4.63 40-yard dash. Miles Garrett bench pressed more at 33 to 31. Bernard had a 39-inch vert.
Mm.
Miles Garrett had a 42-inch vert. But then Bernard had a 10-inch 10 or 10 broad jump, and Miles Garrett had a 10-8 broad jump. So like both freak of natures. So if he
Mhm.
develops well and he can be anything resembling to Miles Garrett, the Eagles hit a gem in that one. So really, really like that. And then the Bernard in free agency, you guys gave up your compensatory pick for losing Milton Williams to us, which is a steal in my opinion. It was a 3rd-round pick and then a future 7th-round pick as well, and a 4th
Mhm.
round pick to get him. We knew that was going to happen. It was something that we talked about a couple of times. You guys were going to get him, so it was needed. That made it easier knowing that you were going to get him, which was something that's been talked about over the last couple months. Is you guys trading for Jonathan Greenard, so made it easy to go wide receiver, tight end, offensive tackle, just back to back to back straight offensive picks, knowing that you got one of the better run stuffers and pass rushers in the NFL.
Mhm.
And then you guys gave him a $50 million guaranteed contract with a $100 million contract extension, so that's really, really good. So big
Yeah.
shout out to the draft. Like I said, Makai Lemon drafted, and that just solidified the AJ Brown is potential more than potentially leaving. So I'm happy to hear about that. And now, guys, to the Patriots we go.
There we go.
So for the first time in my life, guys. It's been a while, I think. I want to say the last time I remember us trading up was, I think, for Chandler Jones or Donta Hightower. That was a long time ago. So we traded up finally. I'm so used to seeing my team trade back in the first round, but we traded up and we got Caleb Lomu, offensive tackle from Utah. Yeah, I'm so happy about that. It's not saying that Will Campbell's immediately, oh, he's not going to be your left tackle anymore. No, he's most likely still going to be the left tackle. He did really good last year outside of when he got hurt and then came back. Thought he came back a little bit too soon, and it showed, especially in the playoffs and in the Super Bowl. So again, I think being a rookie, you still got a lot to learn. So hopefully he can take that second year leap and become really, really good for us. If not, we could always move him to the right side, move him to the left side. So really, really like that. My favorite pick in the draft for the Patriots was pick 20. We traded up to pick 55 with the Chargers. So we traded up in the first round. We traded up in the second round. We got Gabe Akis, edge rusher out of Illinois. He was their actual captain in Illinois. Just a absolute dog at pass rusher. He's one of those players that if you watch his tape, he brings the violence to a defense. Like, he is a very violent player. He's very physical, very vicious. I absolutely love that for a team like us that needed another pass rusher. Just something that I'm happy to see, especially if he can plan out. Absolute freak of nature we got there. And the third round we traded and we got Eli Reardon, tight end out of Notre Dame. His pro day comparison is Rob Gronkowski, which
Crazy.
happy to hear that. Tight end that can block and can catch. He's not as fast as what Rob Gronkowski was. He might not be as physical as what Rob Gronkowski was, but just a tight end that's willing to be a blocker, willing to be a passer, or a pass receiver. Really, really good. And if we can develop him, really, really good in my opinion.
So he was a basketball player.
Yep. If I remember off the top of my head, I know there's plenty of them, but do you remember the Saints tight end who was a former basketball player?
Yeah, it was oh man.
Yeah, I'm spacing on his name. Drew Brees used to abuse him in the end zone.
Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham, that's him.
Jimmy Graham.
Like, just in the same sentence as Rob Gronkowski, in the same sentence as Jimmy Graham. I got high hopes for him. I hope he does really, really good. Outside of that, we traded up twice, so we didn't have a fourth round pick. We reached, in my opinion, in a fifth round pick in Caron Prunty, cornerback. He's a long, lengthy cornerback. I just hope that we can develop him really well, so he can be there with Christian Gonzalez. And then after that, we just went tackle, linebacker, Nnamdi Obiazor. He's a linebacker from TCU. He's pretty cool. We got Jam Miller, another speedy running back. I saw a picture on social media. He ran a 4.3 40, and Travion Henderson also ran a 4.3 40. So, like, we got a lot of speed back there now.
Yeah, you got.
And then seventh round pick, we got Quintavious Hutchins from Boston College, which is kind of funny because there was another clip on social media that I seen from the Patriots where Vrabel's coaching him up at his pro day and at his combine, and he's teaching him some things, and he's just really receiving that information really, really well, and then uses it in his next drill, and it shows. So somebody who's willing to learn. Vrabel really liked him. He was a Vrabel, in my opinion, a Vrabel pick right there. Somebody that Vrabel's like, yeah, I want him to be on my team. So I'm hoping that he plans out for us. My grade for the Patriots is a B. I'm not gonna say that it was A plus or A minus level draft, but we covered a lot of needs. We got Caleb Lomo and Gabe Akis, Eli Reardon as well. So just covered a lot of needs that we needed. We drafted 4 needs. We traded up for those needs as well. So I'm happy to see that. Strengthening the offensive line. We made a lot of moves this offseason to strengthen that offensive line. And I'm happy to see that our main priority is protecting our franchise quarterback in Drake May.
So my question is, what do you think of the quarterback Brian Morton? Yeah,
he's gonna be a backup.
Aaron Morton.
He's going to be a backup.
Little
I mean,
QB
he's just there.
controversy.
No QB controversy.
Tom Brady, Drew Bledsoe
No
situation.
no QB controversy.
Mr. Forgotten.
Not worried at all. He's just going to be there for backup reasons. It's never a bad thing to have a younger quarterback there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Learn and just in case anything were to happen and your quarterback goes down and you got somebody else that can come in.
So. And then the trade as well you can use for draft.
Which we did. I mean, we traded away to the Cowboys. I think it was like 2 years ago. Our backup quarterback, spacing on his name as well.
Jimmy Garoppolo?
No, not Jimmy Garoppolo.
I don't remember. Was Jimmy Garoppolo, Cam Newton?
He lit it up for us week 17.
What's his name? It's on the Niners right now. You talking about your first round pick before
no.
Drake May? That was on the isn't he on the
Joe Milton?
Oh, Milton?
Yeah,
Milton.
we traded him away. He got trade value from that game 17 or week 17 win over the
Mac Jones. I'm thinking Mac Jones.
Yeah, Mac Jones too. We traded him too. But no, Joe Milton's what I was talking about. So he could be like that, fill in if we need to, but not really too worried about that. So I give it a B. Which kind of ties into our next segment here. One position that we didn't draft that a lot of people thought we were going to draft if the speculations that were going on were incorrect. Thankfully, Adam Schefter is now the one who's tweeting it out. So when you have a reputable source like Adam Schefter, Peter, I think I told you before, Adam Schefter is equivalent to a Woj bomb.
Yep.
If Adam Schefter tweets it out, it's basically a Woj bomb. So, last week we talked about it. He tweeted out Patriots and Eagles basically have a deal in place already for A.J. Brown. Us not drafting a wide receiver kind of solidified that in my eyes. Eagles trading up for Mekhi Lemon basically guaranteed that in my eyes. Asim was in denial for months about it. Why would they trade their, superstar wide receiver? But now he's accepted it. He's grown to understand it's either writing on the wall. So, guys, what do you guys think about this A.J. Brown situation?
I'll go first because Asim is the Eagles fan, so we'll leave his opinion afterwards. For me, real quick, listen, the writing was on the wall. It finally got, it's basically like 99% revealed. It's just like 1% left. I think everything lines up. Like you said, Los, the Patriots didn't draft a wide receiver. The Eagles, they traded up. They got rid of their 23rd pick, the 114th, 137 to get, go up to the 20th. Like, it made sense. And then they're going to go and pick a wide receiver and arguably the best one in the whole draft. It just makes a lot of sense. Like I said in the group chat, like I've said to everyone, it's the right thing to do. Just, if he wants to go, you treat your players good. And look, this is not a knock on Philly. This is good for Philly that they are abiding by their players' wishes. This is showing that they're not toxic. This is showing that they're not going to basically like make them just hold out and not show up. Like, this is a good thing. They're like, hey, look, we're going to move on from you. We'll get this. It's kind of like, it seems like that. It seems like they got an agreement with each other. And possibly the Eagles and the Patriots might have something. It would be hilarious if AJ Brown gets traded somewhere completely, different. I doubt it though, because he's made all the signs to obviously be that I want to go to the Patriots. So it just lowers the trade value a lot more. Like, other teams are just going to be like, why am I going to give up this, and this if I'm going to get a guy that is either not going to show up or he's going to show up and he's just not going to care about being here because he wants to get out and he wants to go to New England. But like I said, I feel like it's going to be a decent win-win for the Eagles and AJ Brown because, yes, you are losing AJ Brown, but hey, at least you were able to draft Mekhi Lemon, who a lot of people are high on. And then for AJ Brown, he's going to be able to go to a different team.
100%. And a big thing there is I think it got tweeted out by Schefter today and then yesterday that we are basically in agreement, and he's speculating. He says, and when he speculates on it, it's because he knows something. It's Adam Schefter. I mean, he's like the head reporter in the NFL. We are gonna give up a first round pick in 2028. It's a future first round pick for AJ Brown, which okay with that. I mean, we need a wide receiver where I'm willing to take the gamble on an AJ Brown like that, even if it means we're giving up a future first round pick. And then for other teams, kind of like you said, if all he is doing is talking about New England, he's a free agent in basically 2 years. This year, you got next year, and then he's a free agent. You're not going to give up a first round draft capital or a second round draft capital for a 2-year rental. It just doesn't make sense. Most of the time, they'll give up like a third or a fourth in that situation. So, and it's a good thing for Philly. You're making the player happy, like Peter said. You're showing the league that you're not a toxic organization, that you're willing to work with the player if they're willing to work with you. So it's just a win-win situation, and a win-win for the Patriots. We get the guy that we want. Win-win for the Eagles. They get the pick that they want. They move on. Everything works out. Asim, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, this as long as it all works out, I'm fine with it. Like I said, I just couldn't wait for it to be done with the whole situation. Like what to piggyback off of Peter saying that is good for everyone. Um, Going this route. I mean, sure it is, but there's the other case where right now, Brandon Ayuk is basically holding out and not playing, refusing to play, but is still signed to the 49ers. So, and the Niners don't even care about getting getting a pick or getting anything from him. They just want him gone, basically. So
That's a little bit different situation, though.
it could have been the situation where it's like, you know, we have this player that don't want to be on this team or don't want to play for us. Um, we don't care about taking a hit, so you go wherever.
Well,
Like as
the
long as
thing
somebody
with
would
that
take him.
one is the thing with that one, and the reason why he's not no team is really eager to trade for him is because of what he did. The 49ers, they don't owe him any money. They don't have any dead cap
Yeah,
hits for him because he messed up. He violated the agreement in their contract, and he lost the guaranteed money in this contract. And now no team really is interested in trading for a player like Brandon Ayuk. And where in AJ Brown's case, he's still producing. He's still 1,000-yard wide receiver. So all outside of the diva antics that he does in Philadelphia, and it seems that him and Jalen Hurts aren't on the same page, and him and the coaching staff aren't on the same page. He's still a better wide receiver. So
I mean, yeah, yeah. AJ Brown is a better wide receiver. He's not coming off an injury, and just not doing anything as far as the recovery or not being transparent as far as the recovery. But I don't know. It's just a risk that a team is willing to take. So, but yeah, with AJ Brown, yeah, I'm enjoy, have fun. I'm mentally moved on. Uh, yeah, that's June after June 1st. It's what can you do? He gone. He gone.
yep.
Well, thank you
June
for
1st.
the Super Bowl. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the entertaining games. Just I remember the time we got him from the Titans. The same coach, Mike Vrabel, was heated when it happened.
Yep.
So, and I was ecstatic, jumping through the roof. What a time! Like to get AJ Brown and Devontae Smith
Yep.
on the same team, and then we ended up winning the Super Bowl because of it. So, yeah, that's the good that I could take from it.
Yeah, it's like I told you before in the group chat, man. It's no reason to be upset about it. You just be happy that you actually won with him. You got a good memory of him, and now, c'est la vie.
Now on to the new hotness.
Exactly.
Lemon.
Exactly. So, guys, hey, look, we'll move on here. I think we're all finally in a peaceful agreement here.
No more AJ Brown talk until June 1st. If we talking about AJ Brown, we gonna be talking about Mike Vrabel and Diana Rossini. All right. that's the talk that need to be brought up.
We can mention Diana here. My thing with that situation is they've been a thing apparently since he was in Tennessee. So
yeah, I seen that.
It's nothing that really should fall on the Patriots here. If it's been reported that they've been, a thing, we don't really know what's been going on because it's just speculation. Nothing's been confirmed, but they've been a thing since he was in Tennessee for over now 6 seasons. So
I mean, it's some dirty business. We talking about she might have that man's child.
Listen, none of my business.
Talking about playlist with the name Mike. She named the child Mike. It's crazy.
It is, but that's none of our business in my opinion.
But the business is out there. That's the problem. The business is out there, and the business affecting the product of the NFL.
I don't think it's affecting the product of the NFL. I think it's making it a little bit entertaining, a little bit of spice.
Yeah, it makes it spicy, but there's got to be some type of consequences.
It does suck for the Eagles that it was their player, and they kind of her reporting it so much kind of ruined his trade value for the rest of the league. But hey, as a Patriots fan, I'm not complaining because
he also did it himself too, though.
AJ Brown?
I will say, yeah, because he went on podcasts and he was talking about the Patriots a whole bunch. He went on Instagram interviews, asked about his favorite moment is when the Patriots won the Super Bowl and stuff. So he wasn't doing any favors either.
The subtlety of it makes it so that it's not subtle. Like
it's not subtlety.
It's subtle.
It's deliberate. It's like deliberate.
You got plenty of players that have been like, get me off this team. I don't want to play for a blank team no more. He didn't explicitly go like that. He just said, I like the Patriots. Patriots my favorite team.
It's not just that. It's literally like
insinuation.
The whole thing of like him being on Edelman's podcast and Edelman being like, oh, we're all Patriots here. And AJ Brown just does the like the eyebrows up and stuff, So like he's insinuating it. He's insinuation.
Yeah.
And then, obviously being asked about what's your favorite football memory, and him not saying like, yeah, me winning a championship with the Eagles, my first championship, no, him pointing out like, yeah, seeing the Patriots win that Super Bowl, yeah, that was amazing and stuff. Yeah. I understand, like, come on, man. Like, I understand.
Let him do it.
Hold on, Asim. Here's my thing. Look at Mike Trout. Mike Trout is a Philadelphia fan. The man is from Millville, New Jersey. He's always been a Eagles fan. He's a season ticket holder.
Yeah.
He's a Sixers fan, and he was even a Phillies fan. You ask Mike Trout after winning a World Series, what is his favorite World Series moment? He's not gonna be like, yeah, the 2008 World Series win that they got, that Philly got. Sure. No, he's gonna be like when we won a championship in Los Angeles.
That is what he's saying.
I mean, you're saying it like Mike Trout wants to leave the Angels and go to the Dodgers.
No, Mike Trout. Mike Trout, honestly, Mike Trout, if he could like demand a trade essentially, because he could, but the thing is the team able to afford all that money? He's like the third highest paid player in the whole league. And it's a little, because there's no salary cap, who's going to want to pay like $1 billion in team finances in a year or whatever? That isn't the Dodgers because they don't care. Philly is one of those people that they don't like to do that. But I bet you if you were to ask Mike Trout, hey, would you rather stay in Los Angeles or would you rather go to Philly? He'll say Philly in a heartbeat because he's from here. He still lives around here. Like, this is his place.
So, yeah, and if you ask most football players, it just happened in the draft. What's the dude? Oh, the quarterback, Drew Aller. No, not Aller. Another quarterback that got drafted by the Was it the Steelers? Yeah, it was Drew Aller, and he's a Browns fan, and you see him like in the thing holding the hat, like not even want to put the Steelers hat on because
But it's a
they're in
difference
the
though,
same
Asim.
division.
It's a difference though, Asim, as in it's a difference to be on that team for a few years and then win a championship with that team. Then for you to just join a team, obviously, it's a difference. If I win it, I don't care. Bro, I'm a Yankees fan. If I win a championship in baseball with the Red Sox, you damn right I'm gonna be like, yo, shout out to the Red Sox. We put it on and stuff. You get what I'm saying? That's just how it goes. That's just how it is. And I'm gonna say that that's my favorite moment because the whole thing that these people play for is for checks and for championships. So you're going to tell me your favorite memory is you watching as a kid, the TV being like, wow, look at Tom Brady doing this, and not you winning that championship, having that ring on your finger? Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
I wish the best for AJ Brown, okay?
Me too. No hate on him either. No hate.
All right, yeah, let's transition. I'm ready.
Yeah. So,
transition.
Kind of let y'all
NBA talk.
Let's move on. Like Asim said, NBA.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Patriots, go Patriots. That's what I gotta say. Anyways, NBA talk. Asim, while he goes and let his dog out, I will transition us over. We have the NBA playoffs currently happening. And we have a lot of good games. First, I do want to start off, Peter. GGs. You guys got a nice little victory on us.
It was tough. It was a tough one.
Tough. You guys won 113-97. I think that was a pretty dominant victory, if you ask me.
I think that Philly had to grind that out, though. I feel like they was grinding it out. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was tough. And it's not even when the score reflects that way, Boston's still a tough team to put away. You're not gonna be able to take a quarter off or a couple minutes off. Like, you guys, they turn it up.
Yep, 100%. As we were just saying, so Boston leads Philadelphia 3-2 in the series. Mm-hmm. We're going to Game 6 in Philadelphia. I predicted it would go 5-6 games, so hopefully this is the closeout game for us. It was just, no excuses. We played really, really bad, and we deserved this loss. But again, when your best player and Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown go 9 for 23 and 8 for 19 from the field, minus 19 plus minus 17 plus minus, basically their entire starting five had minus in the plus minus stats. It's just never a good recipe for success. Still, we do lead the series 3-2. So
Derek White's been bad this whole series for you guys.
Yeah, he has been. He has not made a 3 yet, which is crazy to hear. But
Peyton Pritchard been lighting the Sixers up though, man.
And he had a bad game. He had 1 for 5 from 3. He only had 12 points in game 5. So I'm hoping that we get a
plus minus of 8 though, plus 8 for him though. So that's still good though.
Like I said, I'm hoping we get a good game from everybody and we can close out the series. But as I said, we still lead 3-2. So long series. I knew that playing against Philly was going to be tough, especially with Joel Embiid coming back, Maxey and VJ Edgecombe doing.
He played his heart out that game. I'll tell you what, he played his heart out that game.
So I say before that there should be some concern if Embiid comes back to play.
You literally said, I'm going to tell you what you said. I had a bone to pick with you. Said that when the expansion happens, that the Sixers should be like, hey, we'll just give up Embiid. And I said, no, because that man is still valuable. And you said, how valuable is a person that gets injured all the time? Well, this is why you get a guy like that. This guy put his all into that game 5. He had 33 points, 8 assists. How many rebounds I'm trying to see right now? Hold on. Let me see if I can get it. And 4 rebounds. So he didn't even do good on the boards, but almost had a double-double with the assist, plus 13 on there. Had the block, no steals, but still, he did really good. Shot 12 for 23, 0 for 5 from 3. Embiid, we need to fix that. We need to fix that. But, hey, man, 33 points for the man. He was out there 39 minutes. He's got no kneecaps. The man's
He
he just came back from,
had surgery.
he don't got no appendix. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. The man is grinding out there. He's working his ass off, So this is why you don't give up a player like that for nothing, because yes, he is a person that gets hurt a lot, but this is just me being a logical Sixers fan, not like a lot of fans, not just Sixers fans, any fans that are illogical and they don't make any sense. I don't think we go far. Even if we beat Boston here, which I don't think so, we will not go far. We're not going to the championship, in my opinion. Excuse me. And I think that, in my opinion, I think this should be Embiid's last year in Philly.
Oh boy.
You should trade him while the value is decently high. I mean, he shows you that when he's healthy, he balls out. The problem is that he's hurt. But again, if you can get him on a team that he could be a second option, or if you have enough players and you have two good options, he could be your third option. That's a dangerous third option or a second option for you.
You are now in Miami Heat.
Nah, I don't think Miami's the place.
They're not doing that.
No, when Jimmy was there, I would say yes, but not no more now. I really think that a team that could use him, crazy enough. This might sound crazy. Could be Atlanta. Could be the Knicks. Maybe even the Cavs.
I say the Knicks.
Maybe even the Cavs.
The Cavs got two centers. They don't.
They could move Mobley.
Cat's probably gone on the Knicks, so I can maybe see it, but they needed a center and they got Cat. So
but Cat's been bad this last
It hasn't been amazing, but he's still, like, as far as health, you have him for the year without fear of, like,
Philly's gonna let go of Joel Embiid. I think he's be in Philadelphia until he retires.
Just my opinion. It's just my opinion. I would say
he's not going. PG's not going.
Hell no, we need him off the team ASAP. Get him off the
Paul
team.
Paul George's not going. Y'all done too much.
Matter of fact, just put him on the waiver for the other teams to draft them. We don't need them anymore.
They are both retiring as Sixers.
How dare you? I
stick into the topic at hand.
Blasphemy.
We know Peter's favorite player is Kyle Lowry. So
hell no. Jesus. I'd rather have Paul George than that.
All right.
Anyways, look, so I think we're all in agreement. I think we all agree that we think Boston's going to win. As the Celtics fan, I've always said it. It's in Philly. It's just, we lose a game and then we come back harder the next game. Joe Mazzulla is a really good head coach, and he doesn't, he's not going to let us just, play bad back-to-back games. And if he does, it's hard to take us.
I want chaos. I'm going 3-3.
I would love 3-3. I would love 3-3, but we'll see.
3-3 have Carlos sweating.
Hey. Because even if it's 3-3, game 7, Jason Tatum is a legendary man.
Didn't Boston choke when they were up 3-1? Oh, that was with the Heat with Jimmy Butler. No, it was like 3-2 or something like.
No, they were up 3-0 when we took it to a game 7.
Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, I do remember that day. I did. I went reverse.
Jason Tatum,
because I remember everything changed when what's his name did the whole timeout. Susie did the timeout. That was it. It was the end.
But again, we're a hard team to put out. Peter knows that. I think you know that. You're just the in denial one that likes to see chaos happen. Game 7, Jason Tatum, legendary man. Okay, I think he's doesn't get enough praise for what he does in game 7s, but he has a lot of game 7 records at this point.
Okay. All right.
So he had 51 against Philadelphia. He dropped 49 against Milwaukee. He dropped 48 against Milwaukee before. He is 50, 10, and 5 record playoff game also against Philadelphia. Yeah, the man, Game 7, he lives for that moment, and like I said, we're a hard team to put out. So I'm not going to keep beating the dead horse. Let's move on. The Knicks, the New York Knicks, are now up 3-2 against the Atlanta Hawks. How do you guys feel about this series?
Ooh, man. Yeah, the Knicks are, you know, they're playing a little suspect. Their main issue was they were playing hero ball with Brunson, and not utilizing the rest of their team to their advantage, while also having what's the name, Hart go scoreless or like real low scoring. So they needed offense from anyone other than Jalen Brunson, and Atlanta was just hitting. And what's his name on Atlanta? Let me pull up the
Jalen Johnson,
no, not Jalen Johnson.
McCollum.
Yeah, McCollum. CJ McCollum was hooping. So as soon as they figured out shut him down, they're able to get the lead in the series at least.
Brunson went on a crazy game his last one.
Yeah. Yeah. So 39 points,
3 rebounds, 8 assists.
Yeah.
Bro, real quick, New York is like a weird team to me because I don't know if you guys ever see like the post press conference. Like him and Josh Hart apparently do not get along at all. Like they have good chemistry with each other on the court. And they ball with each other pretty good.
Who would you say with Josh Hart?
Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart.
Nah, they love each other. They played in Villanova together.
Yeah, they played together.
They
in college.
They're like really good friends. Their families know each other. They mess around with each other all the time. They have a podcast together.
You wouldn't let another man touch your butt in public.
Nah, they're really close. In public. They really
not cool with them.
Okay, because I saw the post press conference.
Brunson was going into it with his dad. One of the playoff games, he was going into it with his dad. He was really mad at him.
Jalen Brunson and him like got into like something in the press conference, and
nah, they're friends. That's just friends bickering with each other. They're really cool with each other.
They look like they had beef. I was like, that's crazy.
Nah, they're cool. They're very cool.
So, who do you guys think is gonna win this series? I know we saw New York drop 2 games in a row, and then
I just give it to the Knicks. I like the Hawks. They got a young team. They seem hungry. Shout out to Jalen Johnson. That man is just something else. But I don't know. I just think that the experience is gonna come into this next game. I don't know where this next game is. I don't know if it's in New York or if it's in Atlanta. Let's find out. It is in Atlanta, so that's tough. That's going to be on the road, but I do think that New York will be able to get it done. I think that the experience is just going to be too much.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I got New York. Just keep my predictions intact.
So, Orlando lead the series surprisingly.
Yeah,
they just lost.
They just lost today. What a crazy game this was, too. 45 points from both Cunningham and Banchero.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cade, why'd you have to get hurt in my fantasy host, man? Just golly.
Yeah.
Terrible week.
Hey, I'll be real with you. In this playoff series, you know who's been surprising me? How bad Jalen Duren has been this whole series. He's been awful.
Really bad, yeah.
And he keeps getting postered, bro. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's just getting bullied. Yeah.
How do you guys feel about this series? Like, obviously Orlando has they're the more experienced team in this one. They were in the playoffs 2 years now. This is the third year in the playoffs with Paolo Banchero. Paulo's doing his thing. Franz is still not back yet. So
nope.
My thing is, it shouldn't have to be this way for Detroit, because you go in the regular season, they had the best record, and they're just like dropping these games.
The thing is, Asim, and we talked about this before too, and that's why we were telling you when we were doing our prediction that Detroit might not go as far as you're thinking that they will. the regular season and the playoffs are two different beasts.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And you got one team that's specifically only now game planning for you. They don't got a game plan for like a week. They're literally just game planning for you, seeing you multiple times throughout the series. It's
but still, like that, the regular season stuff has to count for something. That's the issue.
it does. It counts for regular season awards, but the playoffs,
I know that,
really different thing.
but to the like you coming from the regular season with this record, with the team, with the hype, etc., and then you're like dropping games like badly to the last seed,
The 8th seed, yeah.
Yeah, the 8th seed, because you just can't, because the same situation that the I was about to say Giants, the New York Knicks had, where you got one player that could score, and if they can't do that or they stop them, then who else is scoring on the team?
So do you remember a couple years back when I believe it was the Bucks who were the number 1 seed and the Heat with Jimmy Butler were the 8th seed, and everybody like the Bucks are gonna win, but then Jimmy, they're just so experienced in the playoffs, and you got Spo, who's a really good playoff coach. This is the same situation, in my opinion. You got a more experienced team in Orlando. They've been there before. They're used to the playoff grind, the physicality of the playoffs. And then you got Detroit, who's not really used to the physicality of the playoffs. And it's showing, as Peter said, you got Duren, who's not really playing like himself. And that goes because of the physicality that comes with the playoffs. Yep. Outside of, unless you're like the Thunder, who get every call in the book, they're not getting the calls that they were once getting in the regular season, and that plays a big factor.
I don't know. I'm thinking that what's his name, Paolo Banchero. He just turned it on in the playoffs. He had the switch in the playoffs. This is on top of that. This is you are right. It is Cade Cunningham's first playoff experience, and he's the best player on the team.
Mm-hmm.
So, expectation is, you have certain expectations of him. And if he doesn't meet that expectation, then now it's looking like it's an experience thing. But I don't know. I feel like it should be on the coach as well, like to make sure that it doesn't have to be that way, to where if he's like kind of slacking, you got the other players. But it was just too much for the Magic, because you got Bane also just hitting shots. Like Bane's gone off.
He's been
Pincharo, Pincharo's going off. And then what's his name? Wagner.
He's not even
going. Well, before those games, just there, they were just hitting their shots way better and playing defense on top of that. So
that's experience.
Yeah. So Detroit is literally like their back is against the wall. They can't lose. So it's when they play in Orlando, it's gonna be tough.
Who are we, boys?
This is tough. This is like one of the tougher ones, because like you want to stay the number 1 seed, because you're like especially after today's game, it was a tough one. You're like, oh, but maybe the Pistons can do it. But then it's like you got to win 2 games, bro, and like now you're about to go into Orlando.
This is literally the opposite of the Celtics. Legit the opposite.
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna go with Orlando. I think Orlando gets the upset.
At home or
at home? I think
at home. I think they get it done at home. I think they're gonna get that jolt from the fans, and they're gonna prove everyone wrong pretty much.
Okay.
We got one more game in the Eastern Conference, boys. Today, the Cavaliers won 125-120 to the Raptors, taking a 3-2 series lead. This is a fun series.
Yep.
This is a fun series as well.
It is. This has been good.
I'll just be honest, guys. I think the Cavaliers are going to close that out next game.
In Toronto?
In Toronto.
Let me see something real quick.
Yeah, let me see the box score, because I didn't watch this game.
Yeah, I think I think the Cavs win because Brandon Ingram might not even play with his heel
for real?
injury.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
So
yeah,
then it's just gonna come down to Scotty Barnes. Nah, they cook, gang.
Yeah.
It's over. It's over for them.
So, yeah, Donovan Mitchell at 32 points. 11 for 20, 4 for 7 and 3, 6 out of 7 free throws. Ooh, Harden had a double, 22 and 10.
When was this?
This was today.
Game?
This was just now, yeah.
How come I can't see this game? Why can't
Max Struess,
Let me see.
24 points.
9 Harden.
So they had some
Yeah,
help on the
20
bench too.
23 for Harden.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, 23?
Yeah, Harden
I don't know why it
had
says 22.
23 and 9 rebounds, 5 assists, 6 turnovers. That's a lot of turnovers. 2 steals, though, a block.
I'm looking at game 1. I'm on the wrong game. I bet.
Yeah, D Mitch had 19.
Yeah, 23.
It was a Mobley and Harden game, pretty much 23 for both of them. Mitch with 19, Schroeder off the bench with 19. That's really good. That was a big spark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll give it to the Cavs. I think they're dangerous, and if Ingram is actually hurt and he might not be able to play the next game, it's over for them.
So we'll move on. Now we're at the Western Conference. We currently have a game. The Lakers lead 3-1 to the Houston Rockets, but the Rockets are up at halftime right now, 51-47.
Rockets losing this game.
Reeves is back. Austin Reeves is finally back from his injury.
Yep.
He has 11 points at the halftime.
Oh, man.
I got a gripe I want to get off my chest real quick.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
The Lakers hate.
No, Lakers
hate.
No.
Oh, okay.
Someone on the Rockets, brother. Someone on the Rockets.
And look, let me for the record, okay? For the record, I'm going to point this out, okay? So I do think the Lakers are going to close out the series. It might not be today. It could be today. We'll find out by the end of the
I'm saying today.
We'll find out later today because the game is still going. But, okay, for the record, if next round we get OKC and the Lakers, I am going to be rooting for the Lakers. I will get to the why later in the video. But I got a gripe to pick with one Kevin Durant. Okay. On social media for the last couple of years, I've always seen this topic go on people arguing, and I put in my 2 cents on this. I would say Kevin Durant is better than Larry Bird all time. I would disagree. I would say there's no way you guys can say Larry Bird is not better than Kevin Durant. That's just crazy to me. People would argue, Kevin Durant being as tall as he is, as skilled of a shooter that he is, that he's just so much better than Larry Bird. Okay. Kevin Durant has quit, in my opinion, on the Houston Rockets. We have not seen him play since game 1. He's apparently hurt. And an injury that apparently came out of nowhere, in my opinion, because I never saw an injury report prior to the playoffs on Kevin Durant, or I think he played game 2. Let me double check that real quick because I do know. Let me see. So game 1. Yeah, so he did not play game 1. And then game 2, he played 41 minutes. He dropped 23 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He had 9 turnovers. Then we haven't seen him since. So he only played 1 game in the series. Obviously, the Lakers were up 3-0 at that point, and then he hasn't been back since. He's not even utilizing the Houston Rockets team doctors. He's using his own doctors. So my opinion on this, and they're saying that he's rehabbing well, that they hope to have him back. They're saying all the right things to the media. My personal opinion on this, though, he quit on the Rockets. And for a player as great as Kevin Durant is, because I'm going to be honest, he is a great player, one of the best shooters that we've ever seen in the league. It is unacceptable actions by Kevin Durant. We see Joel Embiid, who gets a lot of fucking hate for always being hurt, for being a glass cannon. The man just had an appendectomy. And the recovery time normally for an appendectomy is about 21 to 26 days from what I read. Joel Embiid came back in 19 days. Joel Embiid has been playing through a lot of injuries, and when he can, he does play through a lot of injuries. He's a dog. Kevin Durant, for you to not even be here in elimination games shows to me that you quit on the Houston Rockets. You just last year quit on the Phoenix Suns. You have now been traded to the Houston Rockets. Your first year there, you're going to quit on them? You're a bitch. I'm going to just point blank say it like that. You're a bitch. You, in my opinion, should be blackballed from the league. I don't know if you guys remember a couple years ago where Carmelo Anthony, still a reliable player, no team wanted him. They blackballed him from the league. And then he came back maybe a year or two later. It should be the exact same thing right now. We should blackball Kevin Durant because at this point, Kevin Durant, you're a cancer. You're a cancer to every team that you're on. You're a cancer in the locker room. You have all these burner accounts that you shit talk your own teammates, your own brothers. It's unacceptable work. And for all those people that have said and argued that Kevin Durant is way better than Larry Bird would lay on his back courtside for an hour before the game just so he can play and be there for his team and his teammates. And it's on record. Larry Bird had back issues, really bad back issues that forced him to retire. Kevin Durant won't even do that. I promise you he wouldn't do that. You're a bitch. I cannot stand when I see a player like this just quit on his team. A player as great as you quit on his team. I don't know what you guys think, but personally, I think it's unacceptable work, and teams should really take a look on his action, his character, who he is as a person, before they consider trading and signing for somebody like Kevin Durant.
It's a crazy situation. It's crazy just to see this happen. I mean, just considering how great of a player he was on OKC, on the Warriors, obviously tearing his Achilles and everything, coming back, it's still playing at a really high level and stuff. But then, we saw the toxic energy in Golden State, and then him going to the Suns, and then that not working out either. And then now over here, and then just again, we were talking about it with AJ Brown, and then now we're coming here where it's like the toxic, off the court, off the field things where you're bad mouthing somebody on your team. It's not good. It's not a healthy environment, because these are the people that you're gonna have to see the next day on the court, on the field, and you're gonna have to try to like move past that and make it work. But most of the time, these people can't. I don't know how significant this ankle injury is to Durant. Is it a little fishy? Maybe, maybe he doesn't feel like playing because he doesn't want to do what he did against the Warriors, where he had the calf injury and he came back to win. And then that's when he came back to play, and then he tore his Achilles. Maybe it's that. Maybe it's he just doesn't want to play for the team. All I'll tell you is this. KD has a player option for next year. What happened?
I say he's not taking it.
I see him opting out. I don't see him staying on the Rockets. I think this experiment is done. Crazy because the Rockets had traded for him. It was a 7-team trade that they did. So I mean, they're not going to get anything back for Durant having the 1 year with them. They're not even going on a deep playoff run. If anything, having Durant might have hurt the Rockets more than anything. Yeah. It hurt player development. It hurt player chemistry. Team, the coaching. Ime Udoka is not an easy coach. He's a tough coach. He's a guy that he pushes his player. He even, if he's got to out somebody, he will. So I'm sure it's not easy, but I just think that this experiment the Rockets did, if we were to grade it, guys, I think this would be a big old F.
100%.
And now with Durant possibly opting out and them not getting nothing back, it's if there was a such thing as an F- or even lower, it would be that for the Rockets. It's crazy because, like Lo said, KD is a very good basketball player. This is a guy that you'll talk about in the top 20 discussion. But it's just sad to see how so much off the court things affect this guy's legacy, and not just his legacy, but just his day-to-day talk. Like, everyone's just talking about how toxic this guy is, and it's just like, who's gonna want him at this point? Who's gonna want him?
They was talking about them winning the last game and KD, waving goodbye and all that. And it was like, yeah, he's doing a fake smile right now for everybody. He like the only one that got emotion on the team, and everybody's just checked out.
Yeah, I believe it. I believe that they're checked out. It's just, I don't know, man. I think they're ready to go to Cancun.
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
I seen a video where it was talking about like him, KD, the way it all like culminated was he worked so hard to get the accolades and stuff to get MVP. And you hit the ceiling of losing to the Warriors, getting choking to the Warriors. And then the solution is to try to get that championship, is to
If you can't beat them, join them.
yeah, to like remove the loyalty and stuff, so everybody can get off my back about getting this championship. And then he got the championship, and then he wanted he thought the narrative was going to change about him, but
then he tried to build his own super team out in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
that
where like
failed.
Yeah, it did. He
They only played 9 games together, all 3 of them.
And so it was like these things of like him trying to prove himself that he can get to these points and wanting the praise, but not getting it because he doesn't turn into the villain, like, and embrace, just being like, all right, I'm the top dude. I don't care what nobody say. I'm a hooper, and whether I get the championships or not, I'm still, still one of the greatest, which is what the route LeBron went when he went to the Heat. He went to the Heat, got his championship, but then he went back to the Cavs and got the championship with them.
Mm-hmm.
Just as like, he did it knowing that people were going to slander him for joining the Heat, but it didn't matter to him. He wanted that championship, and he already knew he was proven like he was the best, and no matter where he went, he's the best player on that team. So I don't know, the way KD goes about it, he's looking for the praise, but then also, don't want to hear nothing about the negativity, like the clapbacks and stuff. It's like you can't just clap back at people for the criticism about the decisions that you make, and then want to be seen as the one of the top scorers, the greatest, et cetera, et cetera. So that was just like that balance, and that balance that he was, that wasn't fully balanced with him.
Yep. But hey, look, guys, we were on this topic for a long time. I'll take blame for that one, but it's just something that I to talk about. He definitely, I think we're all in agreement that toxicity is not a good thing right now, and he's probably the most toxic player in the NBA at this point. I would rather have Dylan Brooks on my team personally. Moving on, real quick before actually we move on, Peter, Asim, if you had to pick Larry Bird or Kevin Durant all time.
I guess I'll go with Larry Bird.
Off rip, if you had to ask me, I was just looking at Durant's achievements and stuff. 3 times NBA champion, 2 times. So they're similar in that 3 MVPs. I'd give it to Bird. I'd still
Two.
give it to Bird. Yeah.
LeBron or Kevin Durant has been shit without Stephen Curry, man. Just gonna put that one out there. But hey, let's move on.
Oh, real quick, not to be like that and stuff, but Larry Bird, cold white boy, might be the greatest white boy to play basketball.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
He used to
Hey,
shoot
you
that
could
pill.
You guys remember the game where he said, "I'm only gonna use my left hand," and he dropped like 40 on
Yeah, that's
only using his
insane.
left hand because he said, "I need my right hand for the Lakers."
And man,
Cold.
Larry, and especially the era that he played in, that guy was cold.
Bro, and if
He
you
was
think he's a
cold.
better passer than Kevin Durant was, like just way better passer than Kevin Durant.
Yeah, Larry was cold.
Anyways, let's
Shout
move
out
on.
to him.
Tomorrow we got game 6. The Minnesota Timberwolves lead the Denver Nuggets 3-2. A scene. I told you.
My Nuggets.
I told you.
My
What do we think,
Nuggets.
guys? What do we think?
Yo.
No, my Nuggets.
Hey, shout out the Nuggets did win the last game though. They look
They
good.
did.
They did.
Jokic put on a 27-point triple-double, 27 points, 12 rebounds, 16 assists. Like, what in the world, man?
Yeah, but Minnesota is they are slowly depleting.
The only
With
thing
players.
is losing Anthony Edwards.
They lost
That's
Anthony Edwards. They
tough.
lost DiVincenzo. They
Yup,
losing
with the Achilles. Yup.
Nas Reed.
Oof.
So that's 3 major players.
100%.
That is, man. That is. I don't know, man. This is a tough. It's still tough, though. What a tough series this is. Anthony Edwards is out until May 9th. DiVincenzo's out for the rest of the year.
Yep.
Yeah. Bones Highland out for the Timberwolves, but then Aaron Gordon, he's like, game time decision. That's tough, man. I will say, I'm going to say that I think that the Nuggets get this back just because not having Anthony Edwards, not having that stone cold killer is just tough for the Timberwolves.
I agree there. I mean, just losing all those players, man, it was made it tough. But hey, we saw what could have happened if he was healthy there, man. The man is
they was threatening, man, big time. They look good.
Yeah,
they was looking good.
Yeah, I was wrong. I was wrong.
They was on one.
Y'all, I'll admit, I was wrong with the matchup.
Hey, they built really good for Denver.
Yeah.
But hey, now we go to the 2 games that finished. The San Antonio Spurs closed out the series against the Portland Trailblazers 4-1. They even won a game without Victor Wembanyama. And then when Victor Wembanyama came back, we saw just utter dominance. Victor Wembanyama, in my opinion, is the
dude's unreal.
Yeah.
He won the Defensive Player of the Year award. I mean, look at this. This is how you close out a game as an MVP. He had 17 points. It's not the best. 17 points, everybody. Schroeder just had 19. Okay, but where he excels at, ready for this, guys? 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 blocked shots in a playoff game. It's crazy.
That's insane.
6. Yeah. That's how you close out. Okay.
You got Defensive Player of the Year. So
that man's a monster. He's just so good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be dangerous against anybody.
So yeah, I think
and Minnesota. So
I think it's gonna be San Antonio and
Nuggets
or OKC.
That'd be a fun.
Western Conference Final.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I think it's gonna be Spurs and OKC.
Hey, speaking about OKC, they have also finished out the sweep of the Phoenix Suns 4-0. SGA looking like the MVP himself. But guys, the reason now I said earlier, I highlighted it earlier. Okay, why am I going to root for the Lakers for probably one of the few times in my life against OKC?
Because you want them, because you want the OKC and the bias of the refs to be out of the playoffs.
You want
exactly. I don't know if you guys can see it though, but it drives me insane how they get so many calls. Like, do you guys see the videos where like SGA hooks Devin Booker's arm or hooks the defender's arm, or like he's driving, but he'll grab the wrist of the defender to make it look like he's being held as he's going for a shot, so that way he gets the
Lou Dort too. Lou Dort might be the biggest one. He's a big old fouler.
He's so dirty, dude. He'll like shoot a three and then extend his leg out to trip he'll trip Devin Booker, and like he tried hurting him in one game, dude. Like, bro, if it's Celtics and the Thunder in the playoff in the finals, if I'm Joe Mazzulla, I'm looking at my bench and I'm going to one of the people in the deep side of my bench and I'm like, hey, come into the game. As soon as you see Dort do something crazy, punch him straight in his mouth. You punch him straight in his mouth.
Oh my gosh.
And why am I saying this? Because you need to set an example with people like this. You want to be like this. You want to try and hurt, especially like Tatum, who's like, we know he just came back from an Achilles, and we see him try and trip Jason Tatum on multiple occasions, bro. Just, I'm going to put you in the game. You're going to punch him square in his mouth the next time he does it. Why? Because you need to actually bully the bully sometimes. And you want to be a bully.
Suspension.
Suspend whoever it is. I don't set an example. You punch that man in the mouth. You go up to him as soon as he does it and you duff him. Bang, as hard as you can. Just knock him right in his mouth. So that way the next time he does it, he realizes that this isn't the team to be fucking around with. Dead ass, you can't keep getting away with this. And the refs are blind for some reason about it. Any other team, and I'm going to use the Sixers as an example here because Joel Embiid is one of those players that people, he's a foul baiter. He does this, he does that, even though like he's not as excessive as SGA or Lou Dort or the Thunder about it. Joel Embiid shoot the three, kicks his leg out. Let's just say Vucevic, because Vucevic would be on him. Vucevic trips onto the floor. People are going to be on social media all over ESPN saying out how dirty Joel Embiid is. Why are we not doing the same thing with Lou Dort?
It's crazy. It's just crazy to see some of those plays that they're getting away with, man. It's tough. It's tough. I knew it as soon as you said you go cheer for the Lakers. I was like, that's very weird, but I already knew.
I can't stand it. Like I hate the Lakers, right, because of the Celtics rivalry.
Yep,
dude. But that's a respect thing at the same time. Like the Lakers right now, they're playing without their two best players. They're still winning games. They're going to come back. They're going to make things competitive. Like it's fun. And it's fun for me to argue with Lakers fans on, the better franchises and, our teams and stuff like that. But when you got a team that is just foul baiting consistently, like SGA is getting away with grabbing people's arms and then making it look like he's the one being held when he's the one grabbing them. Like, bro, this is like next level shit. It pisses me off. I don't know about y'all, but I can't.
The ref
watch those
game with the refs. I mean, look, it's tough. It makes the game worse. Players are now saying it. Devin Booker he's done. He's tired of it.
He was
legit seeing what's his name talk to the ref, asking for a foul.
Caruso, you saw the text?
Yeah, Caruso,
Give him a text. He got the text.
He said, I've never seen that before in my life.
Bro, he didn't do anything wrong. He literally jumped for a ball going out of bounds.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild business that's happening right now. So yeah, instead of a topic that's coming up, instead of taking away the lottery picks and stuff, let's talk about the refs. Let's take away, do some ref punishment instead of team punishments.
Bro, we need ABS, but in basketball.
ABS, yeah. Challenge ref calls.
Like,
I mean, you got a camera. You can't get any more 4K than a replay in slow motion.
They all in cahoots, bro. Them refs back in New York when they challenge and they all in cahoots, bro. We need AI. AI be a neutral party here.
Yo.
As a
Yeah,
scene
don't let
would
them
say,
try that.
Gemini on the line.
Yeah, Gemini on line now.
Hey guys, look, let's move on. We were on this topic for a little bit longer here. The NBA has dropped a new anti-tanking policy and a new anti-tanking rule. Peter, let's start off with you, my friend. What do you think about what the NBA has done? I don't know if you're too familiar with it, so I'm just gonna say it to you guys. Part of the new anti-tanking policy, 16 teams are going to be able to be eligible for lottery picks. That includes the teams that make the play-in tournament. If you make the play-in tournament, you get one lottery ball. If you are the first three, like so, if you're the lower three teams, 1, 2, and 3 in terms of bad record, you only get 2 lottery balls. And then from 4 to I think it was like 4 to 12, you get 3 lottery balls, and then 13 and 14 and 15, you also get 2 lottery balls as well. So they basically made it so if you're like purposely tanking for the best record, you no longer get the most lottery balls. You actually get less lottery balls than you would if you were like 4 through, let's say, I think it was like 12 or something like that. And then no team can have back to back top 3 picks. So
Yep.
you won't, if you pick top 3 in one draft, you're not going to be able to pick top 3 in a second or third consecutive draft, which is kind of big. I remember we saw the Cleveland Cavaliers have back to back number 1 overall picks, so like that would not happen anymore. Yeah, what do you guys think?
Honestly, I think this is a good idea. I think this is a step in the right direction. Obviously, it just helps to reiterate the same thing that we've been saying a bunch of times. A lot of these teams that are purposely sitting out their starters, purposely tanking, and stuff like that. Like now, you're not going to have the best odds. The best odds are going to be if you're kind of somewhere in the middle, essentially. I think that that's a good thing to do. I congratulate Adam Silver for doing something positive. I do believe that this is going to create less tanking, but you could still see a couple teams that are just like, we'll take our chances on it. But expanding to 16 teams is good too. So you give some people that are possibly going to play in the play-ins some chances too. So yeah, I like it personally.
Asim, what do you think?
I mean, I don't think it's going to stop the bad teams from being bad. The one interesting thing is you can't get multiple first rounds, back to back from the same team. I don't know. It's going to open up a lot more trading instead. So I don't know how much more competitive like the regular season games are going to be, since they're like, yeah, the picks don't really matter if you're from 4 below. I mean 4 to 10. I don't know. It's one of those we'll wait and see. We'll see. It kind of forces the bad teams to kind of do a little bit more than try to tank to get the best players. Which makes sense, but yeah, we'll see how they respond to it, or what the method is to kind of circumvent stuff like that, so they can, whether it's get more draft picks, they can still be in the bottom, but still have a lot of draft picks to work with. It's just one of those wait and see. If nothing's set in stone with this stuff, so I guess I don't know if it's officially changing.
It's official. It's official.
Oh, it is official. Okay. Yeah. So we'll see. Like, as far as tanking, the purposeful tanking, like, hopefully that slows down. That's the main thing. Like, the teams that are.
I really like this for our sake, who do fantasy basketball every year.
Yeah.
To worry about, oh my goodness, this team. Because I feel like now, like if you're like the bottom 3 teams, you're like, oh well, now we need to play our stars real quick. we got to actually play our guys so we don't have the worst record. And like, you're like continuously going to be fighting to not be in the bottom three so you can get more of those lottery balls. So like,
Yeah.
for fantasy sakes, it's actually like, a good thing.
So, but the thing is, the playoff teams get a lottery pick.
No, only
So
the play-in team. The play-in team.
the playing
So
team, yeah.
yeah.
So
So like
playing team gets a
if you
lottery pick.
were let's just say Charlotte, for example, they lost in the play-in tournament, they didn't make the playoffs. They would
Yeah,
get
they
that
still get a
lottery pick because they were a play-in team, which is fine because they're technically still a lottery team.
but they're better than majority of the bad teams, and they still have an opportunity for the number one pick. So
Mhm. That's what makes the
that's
draft lottery.
so
And
it's
it
it's just like
entice teams like Utah, for example, if they saw, say, Charlotte Hornets, who are just a playing team, get the number one overall pick, well, like shit, maybe we don't need to sit. Um, who's that guy? Larry Markin the whole season. Maybe we can be a playoff team,
yeah.
a lottery
And
team, and still get the number one pick.
and then the other issue is if you're legitimately a bad team, that's the main issue. Like if you're actually your team is trash, your team is constructed trash, or you just had so many injuries, like the Pacers. It's like we know that the Pacers is trash, but they've lost their top point guard. So and they've lost, their whole team is just not constructed well, or they have like so many young players that just are not, are for the future, but they're playing hard, they're doing it is not on purpose. But then they get penalized. Like it's like you could play hard, but you're not a good team.
Well, that's
But
not
you're
a real bad a penalization in my eyes because you're like, obviously we knew that they were hurt this year. They didn't have Tyrese Halliburton, their best player, the
yeah,
entire season because of the injury that happened in the finals. So like going in, like okay, we still have a lottery pick. Say like because if you're one of the bottom three teams, at worst you can have the 11th pick. You won't fall worse than 11, right? But like the odds of that happening, that's part of the lottery. So, like in their case, they're still a lottery team. They can still get a really good player, knowing that Tyrese Halliburton is coming back, knowing that Pascal Siakam is going to come back fully healthy.
yeah. It's
It's not.
it's just like you don't want to be bottom three.
Mm-mm.
That's the
What
main
makes
thing.
you want to compete and fight?
So
That's what I
it's
like
like how
about it.
competitive do you want to be to not be the bottom three? So
Competitive. Yeah, at least want to try. It won't be like this year where you saw teams purposely tanking.
yeah, yeah, that's I guess. But yeah, that's the main thing. It just sucks for the teams that are legitimately bad and need a first round pick and
It's not like you're
just
stripping
are
away
not good
the first
enough.
pick.
Huh?
It's not like you're
I'm
stripping
sorry. The
away
first.
the
I'm
first
sorry.
round
Not
pick.
not first. The chance at getting the first pick.
But
So
that's the same thing could happen essentially right now with the way that it is now. Like, I mean, we just saw Dallas get the number one pick in Cooper Flag, and they were like a
yeah,
couple years away from a playoff team. They were supposed to
yeah,
have the 10 pick if it was that way, but instead they got the number one
yeah,
pick.
yeah. It's yeah. I don't. Yeah, it's just for those real bad teams that have no way. It's like you gotta make moves to get out of the bottom three, but sometimes teams are just gridlocked and they can't. Is
They gotta
it?
make better moves, man. You're gonna have to fire people in the front office and make moves. I love it.
So then, how did the bad teams get out of being bad?
Um, they're gonna if they are bad for a while, that's up to the owner now to fire the front office, bring new people in,
But
spend money to get good players onto your team.
so
Uh,
think about it this way:
Having
you
good
spent.
players, you don't have to be the number one overall pick to be a great player. I
That's
mean, Jason
true,
Tatum and Jalen
but
Brown are both the number 3 picks.
you
And
have to you still have to construct a team. That's what I'm saying. It's like
yeah, so that's on the GM. As you said with the Eagles before, it falls on the GM. And if your GM is failing to construct a good team, I'm sorry, say la vie. See you
so
later.
so
Sayonara. It is
so
what it
my
is.
thing is if you are bottom three and you need help constructing a team, wouldn't you want the best player to pick? So now it's like I gotta plan to get to not get the top player in this draft, even though we are the worst team. So
yeah, exactly.
that doesn't help the GM.
It makes it a lot harder to be a GM, but hey, they get paid millions and millions of dollars to figure that out. So I, for one, do not feel bad at all.
Carlo,
at all.
Not everybody is a Brad Stevens. All right. Not everybody is a Howie. Okay. There's some GMs that just that you know that are not going to be GM of the year.
You don't have to be GM of the year, but all I'm saying is it's a good thing because in this situation that you're giving me right now, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say it was the Utah Jazz. Okay. They were really, really bad this year. Obviously, their roster's really, really bad. Okay. It's not like right now the Utah Jazz are guaranteed to get the number 1 pick, even though they had the worst record in basketball, or the Washington Wizards. They're not just guaranteed the number 1 pick because they had the worst record in basketball. They have better odds, but as we saw last year, Dallas got the number 1 pick, and they did not have the best odds to get the number 1 pick.
Yeah. So then now you can be the Jazz and the other teams that's in the bottom and have even less odds. Is what you're saying. This is saying.
That goes on them for tanking so hard. This basically goes just don't tank. Because we know that the Jazz, if they would have tried to play their players or even stop sitting their players at halftime and purposely losing those games that they were up 30, 40 points on. Because that happened this year where we saw them literally up 30 points and then they just took all their starters and they put their entire bench in and then they blew the entire game because none of their starters saw a fourth quarter minute. You shouldn't be rewarded with the number 1 pick if that's what you're going to do. You should be penalized. And for one, I'm okay with that happening. At the end of the day, the NBA is a business, Asim, and the business is to sell tickets. You would not want to go to a team that you know is purposely tanking. Now, when it's time for the fourth quarter, and that's when basketball's supposed to be fun, you're watching him on the bench with a towel and a hoodie on, just chilling.
I'm saying you will also not want to be a part of a team that's also that also is just not good, and it has nothing to do with tanking. That's the other that's the other issue.
That goes into the team building. The team now in that offseason, I mean, the NBA doesn't have a strict salary cap. It's a soft salary cap. These owners are millionaires. If you want to make your team better to at least be able to get better odds, spend a little bit more money. It's that simple. I'm not going to feel bad for the owners, for these GMs. You're getting paid millions and billions of dollars in some situations. Figure it the fuck out. You want to have a good team? You build a good team. Oh, well, I want this number 1 pick. Well, build a good team so you can get a number 1 team. It doesn't have to be great. You don't have to be a playoff team, but you can't suck either.
So say everybody competes, and there's gonna be 3 bottom teams.
Yeah. So it's bound to happen.
So everybody, all the teams competed, and you got your 3 bottom teams. And it's like, is it fair that you competed, but you lost, and you are in?
It's fair. That's part of sports. There's going to be a winner and a loser.
So then a reward for the punishment for competing and losing is having a less having not as much higher odds as those other teams that also competed and lost and didn't make the playoffs as well.
Yeah. So now what you do is in the offseason, you're like, well, hey, how come we were this bad? Oh, well, this is why we were this bad. Okay, now we addressed that this offseason. So next offseason, we can at least have better odds at this said pick. And if you go into a draft that's as stacked as this draft class, well, I guess I should spend a little bit more money to bring more quality players into my organization. So now say in said draft class, you miss on your pick, but then you had somebody, and I'll use my Celtics as an example. Okay. You had Philadelphia trade for Markelle Fultz. Boston was willing to trade back because they saw Jason Tatum. Philadelphia took Markelle Fultz. Boston took Jason Tatum. Well, now you go to whoever was in your draft room. You go to your GM. You go to the scouts and everybody. Hey, guys, how come Boston saw Jason Tatum and now they got this superstar player and we got a player that's basically a role player about to be out of the league? please explain to me this as the owner. Okay, well, then this is what we need to do. You all have now been fired because I need more competent people that is willing to do more research to get me better players in the draft. Because that's also a thing. You got teams like the Wizards that are consistently missing on draft picks. You got teams like Utah that are consistently missing on draft picks. That should not be rewarded. Fire those GM, fire those scouts, fire those people that are looking at the talent people, and bring in people.
That you're saying something that's beyond. So when you draft a player from college to the NBA, that is out of the team's hands with how the player develops.
No, it's not. The team brings in the coaches. The team brings in the scouts. The team brings in the medical team.
If you're a player and then your ceiling was college, but then it doesn't translate into NBA, whose fault is that?
It's both of y'all fault. It's both the coaches and the players.
So
because the coaches are there to try to help develop the players into being NBA levels.
Yeah. So then it's like, all right, we're half at fault, but then we still lose either way, which is a double loss. If you're a team that worked hard, tried their best to construct the best roster, but still ended up being the bottom three, and then you have less chance to get your top player in the draft, and you can't get that top player because you say you don't get that pick. So then now you got to go figure out in that pool of who to pick up to best suit your team, which may not be the best player. So then now you're in another year of like, all right, how am I going to reconstruct this whole roster?
I think that the point is being misunderstood here. This thing isn't for people that are bad. It's more for people that are choosing to be bad to get a first round pick.
Yeah. So you eliminate. Say this eliminates.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point of
bad.
If you're bad, you're just bad. There's nothing you could do about it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean that you had 100% chance for the first round pick. This is for people that are like the Utah Jazz that were purposely sitting their players out to try to get themselves a better chance of getting a first round pick.
Yep. And it seemed like I was saying, like, again, I see every point that you're giving me. Okay. If the team is bad consecutive years, that's now up for the owner to say, hey, it's not working out here. I'm sorry. See you later.
You shouldn't be people. You shouldn't be happy with like mediocrity and especially that bad.
How long? So how long did it take the Spurs to get the roster that they got?
They got lucky. They got the number one pick, and they traded for De'Aaron Fox.
They had, so a mixture of being bad for how many years?
What was that, 3 years maybe?
Yeah. So we're talking about now these teams that are like legitimately bad for multiple years. You're still gonna get less of a chance to get the next Wemby.
But even then, the Spurs were never purposely tanking. Spurs, good people. Weren't that bad. And then they lucked out in a year where they got the number one pick, because that happens in the NBA. You got to get lucky to get the number one pick. And they got a generational athlete in Victor Wembanyama.
But during that time, I'm saying during that time, they had better odds since they were the bad team. And they played the game of they didn't play the game of tanking.
They weren't the worst team though. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like they were like bottom in the West. They were bad, but they weren't the worst team in the West. They weren't Utah Jazz level bad. Yeah, I'm saying if you're at least bottom three, your odds are higher. But now we're saying the odds are not, the odds are even for the bottom three.
They weren't the worst team in the league that year. The Pistons were 17-65. The Spurs were 22-60. They were tied with the Rockets for the second worst record.
So there you go.
They just got lucky, and you can still. We're not saying that with this rule that you're not guaranteed the number one pick. You can still that lottery. Hit. for one.
I understand
And
the
tank.
probability, like the odds of it all. It's just your odds are less now
And that's
because of
okay.
That's fine.
Because you shouldn't purposely tank. And that's what me and Peter are trying to testify here.
Yep.
yeah.
And like I'm
It's
trying to tell you, if you're a bad GM, you should not keep your job. We should not be rewarding you with millions of dollars if you're consistently being bad. And if you're an owner, it is what it is. You're firing that GM. You're bringing in somebody new. If you got to fire 3, 4, 5, 6 GMs before you find one that sticks, you do that. It's simple as that. You're not going to be okay with being bad.
just go on the GM carousel until you get a Brad Stevens.
Unless you're Michael Jordan with the Hornets.
Oh man.
And look at them now. They made the play in.
They did make the play in.
Mm-hmm.
So progress.
You got something, I guess.
It took them a long time, but they did it.
We've been here long enough.
Yeah, it's gonna be a definitely further more discussion with this, and we'll see.
Definitely, I think me and Peter definitely see the pros in this, and I think you're looking at this more of like it's not fair for these bad teams, but like it is fair because this year we saw teams purposely tank.
Yeah,
and that was okay.
I see it seems
principle. It's like the principle. The principle of it makes sense. It's just the actual mathematics behind it.
Yeah, I get what it seems trying to say. He's just like it's not fair for the teams that are not as good, but it's like that's not the point. The point is they're not trying to reward the people that are failing on purpose. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, and then my thing was like, if you go into the draft, what's the point of the draft? What is the point of being the bad team to get that new player?
The thing is that it's just a problem. That's why it's like the tanking is a problem. That's just it. It's purposely being done. They keep finding teams. They keep doing it, so they had to come to this. That's basically it.
Mm-hmm.
They had their
fantasy this year. We all saw it. It was annoying when you had somebody who was purposely on one of those bad teams. In your case, Pascal Siakam, and he's perfectly fine. And they're like, well, you know what? We're just gonna not let him play. Or the Utah Jazz, where they would, hey, Lauri Markkanen, you just dropped 20 in the first half. We're not going to play you out all the second half because you're doing too good. That's not okay.
And not fair to the fans that are paying their hard-earned money to go and see these players.
Yep. Mm-hmm. But hey, look, guys, we've been here long enough.
Yeah.
Moving on, guys. We're gonna quickly talk about this main event fight this weekend. We got Jack Della Maddalena versus Carlos Prates. What do we think?
This is a good fight, I think. Obviously, Prates is coming off of
Full Violence. Love their merch.
Oh yeah.
Real quick, while we're on this topic, boys, whose hoodie is this? It says The Hunter.
I have no clue. Man.
Is that?
I couldn't tell you. Who?
I don't know who that is. Actually, I don't know who is it. That is Pereira. Alex Pereira.
Hey, what do we think, boys? Who do we got?
I like this main event. The card itself is nothing. It's whack in my opinion. It starts at 7 a.m. Eastern time. For Los, that would be 4 a.m.
We'll not be watching.
Yeah, we not watching that. We'll just
be dedicated, man.
Nah, hell
you gonna be up. I know you're gonna be up. That baby gonna be up.
No.
I'm gonna be up because I gotta go to work, but I'm not watching no fight. Honestly, I think this is a good fight for both fighters. Obviously, JDM coming off of that loss to Islam Makhachev, where he lost his belt, and then Prates coming off of the 2 knockout victories, one to Leon Edwards, another one to Jeff Neal. So I think this is good. Prates is a good step up because you're fighting the former champion who doesn't want to take this fight. And then JDM, you're facing a guy that is on a 2-fight winning streak who had a decision loss to Ian Gary, but before that was undefeated. So, I mean, a win for either of these guys, you put them back up there to possibly be in title contention, maybe one more fight away from a title shot. Maybe that could be against an Ian Gary or a Moraes, So I think this is a good fight for both of them. I think this fight should be closer in odds because Praches is a wild man. He has been taken down before. He has been stung before by Ian Gary, which has surprised me. But he is also a wild man. JDM, we have not seen him get knocked out. We have not seen him really get rocked. The really big thing about him is we have seen him get out grappled by a Gilbert Burns, by what's his name, Islam. But Carlos is not a grappler like that. Carlos is a Muay Thai type of guy. He's going to try to throw kicks and elbows and punches at you, so that's going to be his main weapon. My prediction for this fight, as crazy as this sounds, because I do love Carlos Prates, I think JDM gets the victory. I think he gets a unanimous decision victory against Prates in his hometown.
Oh wait, this is gonna be in Australia?
Yep.
Okay.
Real quick,
Yeah.
I just want you to know the reason why I'm not going to be watching this event so early in the morning, but you got to remember I'll be in Vegas this weekend, and I'm not going to be watching fighting.
I kind of I didn't know either of these fighters, but I did see that video where he's like doing his interview in the bed, talking about how he likes saying being a single.
Prates?
Yeah.
That man's wild.
He was like, yeah, I just want to, like being single, waking up at 11 o'clock. He's like, I got my kids, so I'm chilling and just fighting. Yeah. And then the woman interviewing him was like, oh, that's sad. It's like, I'm sorry. I'm like, just be that man can't be happy knowing just being single. But I digress. That's I think I'm gonna go I was gonna go Prates, but since you said it's in Australia, I'll go JDM. So I got to do some research on both these fighters.
He beat JDM beat your boy. Remember the name Bilal Muhammad.
Oh, for the belt.
For the belt.
Oh,
he took the belt from him.
Man.
Yeah, that was bad.
No.
So guys, okay.
Yeah.
Do this. I was gonna save this for the group chat, but I will say it here first for the pod. Okay.
Yeah.
UFC welterweight champions, when they lose their title, have been on a losing streak. After they lose their title, JDM will also continue that streak. Carlos Prates is bigger than him. He's 6'1" to 5'11". He has a 78-inch reach to a 73-inch reach. He has a 43.5-inch leg reach to a 40.5-inch leg reach. JDM is going to have to get in close if he's going to want to hit Carlos Prates, and I think the power of Carlos Prates here is going to show against JDM. I'm taking a action here. Carlos Prates will finish JDM. Round 3.
I'm gonna agree with you on that. You swayed me. I will I will piggyback on that. So I will lock it in.
Asim heard UFC champions, welterweight champions have lost their last fights. Their next fights, we're going for it.
All these superstition things in the UFC have come to fruition. Besides
the line
Peter.
theory.
Yeah, besides
That's
Peter's line theory.
Stupidest theory in the fucking planet.
I'm waiting for the line theory.
So stupid. Okay?
It's not consistent enough.
Even in his last fight. Okay. Do we have the picture here? Hold on.
Aljamain broke it. It's too good.
No, I think Aljamain's back was actually straighter, so I think they
got he said
bullshit. Okay, if you guys can see, you telling me you can't bend his back a little bit and put the arrow this way and do this?
Yeah, it was too banana. Yeah, It's too banana. It wasn't straight enough.
It's just dumb.
It's got to be perfectly
Stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
perfectly symmetrical. It's got to
Anyway,
be straight.
or before we digress anymore, okay, let's move on. We have made our predictions. We agree this fight card is not going to be as great. I think Carlos Prates wins by finish, and if they don't book Islam to fight, say Ian Gary or Marlon Moraes, I think Carlos Prates fights one of those two. I know he just lost to Ian Gary a couple fights ago, but I could see them doing a rematch. While we're on that topic, guys, shout out to Ian Gary. The man's a dog. He fights everybody and anybody. He really is one of those guys. People think that he's too pretty to get into certain fights, man. That man, he's the definition of fight anybody and anybody. So, or everybody and anybody. So we've seen him go up against not Hamzat, Shafkat on short notice.
Yep.
And we haven't seen Shafkat fight since. I personally thought Ian Gary.
I don't think he's ever gonna fight no more. He looks bad.
Ian took both his knees. Put it that way, both of them.
He looks bad, bro. I seen a recent picture of him. He doesn't look good.
No. Ian took both his knees. He should have won that fight. So, let's move on, guys. We got baseball season has been approaching. I'll start off by saying my Red Sox. Did I not call this? Did I not on the last podcast? Did I not say how we need to make changes?
Yep.
We fired Alex Cora. We fired 5 coaches on the coaching staff.
Carlos, the GM.
People need to give me a chance. I'll bring you a title.
Brother,
give me a chance.
You're going to run that team to the ground.
Brother, what? I'm about to be like Howie, like Brad Stevens. Give me a chance. The Yankees going to hate me. I'm going to fucking set it all up. Set that bitch up. Anyways, look, I'm happy about that. The person that we really need to get rid of is Craig Breslow. He's the worst GM or lead of baseball operations in the entire universe. That man is awful. I mean, his track record goes to show now he just can't be trusted. He couldn't give Bregman the deal that he wanted. Bregman walked. Gave Rafael Devers the deal that he wanted, lied to him, and then traded him. He traded away Mookie Betts. He traded away Chris Sale. I mean, the list is so long of just Hall of Fame level players that he has traded for a bag of chips, basically. It is awful. The man needs to go. He is the reason why we're so bad. I'm just going to finish it there. Craig Breslow, Boston Red Sox. If you guys see this, man, I fucking hate you. Get the fuck off my team.
I will say, I think that a lot of people have been saying that firing of Alex Cora caught him by surprise.
17-1 win, and then they let him go. Crazy.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people did think that he was a good coach. It's just, you know how it is. He was going to get blamed for it all anyways.
Yep. They need to be blaming Craig Breslow, though. That motherfucker.
Yeah, we'll see.
Talk to me, guys. Asim, how are your Atlanta Braves doing?
We are doing fantastic. That's all I got to say, man. Fantastic. 22-9.
Yeah. Matt Olson's looking really, 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 really good.
Hit a game winner today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can ask for more. I can't wait to go to a Atlanta Braves game when I'm in Georgia.
Should be fun.
So yeah, I'm a try to make it a priority while I'm out in Georgia for a little bit for work. Yeah, to try to go to Atlanta. Yes. Huh?
Peter.
So Yankees played today. Today was our debut of our number 3 best prospect in our farm system. It was Elmer Rodriguez of Puerto Rico. He did all right. He didn't have the best game. It seemed like he couldn't really find like the control. But it is his debut, so obviously there's going to be some nerves there. He did get the loss for today's game, but listen, it's all right. You're not going to be able to win them all as long as you can learn from this. That's all that matters. Eovaldi pitched the freaking what a game against us. Eovaldi freaking cooked us. So tomorrow's our next game where we play against I believe sorry, we don't play tomorrow. We play on Friday. We play the Orioles on Friday. So we did win the series. We didn't get the sweep, but it's okay. It's understandable. Quick shout out though, Cam Schlittler. He is pitching phenomenal right now for the Yankees. He is looking like a Cy Young quality pitcher right now. He is leading the team. He's leading the league, I'm sorry, in pitcher WAR. So that's wins above replacement. So if an average pitcher were to replace him, Cam is that much better than that average pitcher. So he's number 1 in WAR for pitchers. He's top 5 in strikeouts. He's like in the top 3 or 4 in walks. Like he's only allowed 6 walks in all his starts. So he's been doing really, really good. ERA, I believe, is under 2. So it's under 2. So what Cam has been doing so far has been really, really phenomenal. Max Fried as well with the 4 wins, the 2.09 ERA. He's been doing well this year too. So I really like how the pitching, those 2 in the pitcher rotation are doing. Ryan Weathers has been good and bad. So it's like kind of wishy-washy. We had to drop Luis Gil. That was 2 terrible performances. We definitely needed to get him down, but we need to work on the bullpen too. The bullpen's been giving us some issues. I don't know what we could do with that, but and the offense, just one day it's on, the next day it's just completely dead. Today was dead. We didn't even score any runs. So, but yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to those guys. I am happy with how the team's looking. We're 20-11. We're first place in the East with the Tampa Bay Rays just behind us with a game and a half. So, you know, there's still obviously room for improvement, but we'll see how it goes.
And Judge tied for the league leader in home runs again.
Yes, sir, with Murakami.
Wow.
Personally, guys, since we're on baseball, I want to shout out our baseball teams for fantasy, as we do every podcast.
Yep.
I'll start off with myself, the consistent highest scorer in our league. Today, I had a couple of people miss games because of games postponement, and I still dropped 104 points, even missing, 3 or 4 players, which is crazy. I am at 303 points for the week. Team is loaded. I'm dangerous.
Yeah. You're almost up 200 on Roby, which is crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I know. Whooping that ass. You got Peter, the second highest scorer in our league, consistently up there with me. At 274 for the week, he is beating Fuad.
No, Nick is second. He got 275.
Who?
Nick got 275.
Oh, don't say
He's
that.
one above
me.
My
gosh.
Oh wow.
Don't say. Oh my gosh,
bro.
No.
Yeah, he's got.
I told you I was gonna get cooked today.
75, bro. His team scored 122 today.
All these postponements. I had 1, 2, 3.
His best player, Burleson.
4.
That boy Burleson dropped 19 points today. Dropped 19 points yesterday. 17 points the day before. It's insane. That dude
had 4 postpones.
So yeah, I was shouting out Peter. So Nick, he's the second. He's actually the second highest. Peter is right up there with me.
Yep.
Murakami has been a monster for him. Just an absolute monster. He's a beast. He's got Michael Nelson Trout killing it.
Oh yeah, Olsen.
Really doing really good for him.
He's been waking up finally.
Yep. And like I was saying, Fuad, I'm sorry, my brother, you about to head to 0-5. It ain't.
That's insane.
Starting off the year, I just want to say this. Peter said that the person that was going to give him the biggest challenge was going to be Fuad based off.
I thought it was going to be Fuad.
It's right here. It's this guy right here. I pick up sports really fucking quickly. All right, boys. And the knowledge is getting there, because what I do, and I'm gonna tell you guys what I do when I follow a sport and I say, hey guys, look, I haven't been following. I've always liked baseball, but it's hard for me to always follow baseball every single year, especially before they added the pitch clock and now ABS and stuff. Adding the pitch clock and everything is what really got me back into baseball. Now, when I follow it, I'm telling you guys, I will watch YouTube videos on baseball for hours. I will watch every baseball game that I can. Like, I will really just sit there and study the sport to where, you know, I can pick things up really quickly. So
Bro,
that's why I stayed quiet.
Now I see why Nick scores so much, because this man had 4 starting pitchers today.
Yeah, do better.
To my 1.
Yeah,
I'm good. I'm not down by too much, so I'm fine. I scored a lot yesterday because I had 3 starting pitchers, so he kind of matched it. It's fine. With this postpone, I'm not down by too much, so I'm not sweating yet.
We've got Asim. He is 4-0, Mr. AI Slugger.
4-0, bro.
He had a easier road in the beginning of the week, in the beginning of the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, this is my hardest matchup. You and Nick.
My turn now to be having a little bye week. Granted, Asim did beat me week 1. I was still learning fantasy baseball. He caught me with a couple of key injuries that week. I lost Alejandro
on Sunday.
I lost Mookie Betts. You know, I lost a couple. I lost a lot of people that week. I think I had like 5 or 6 people go out to that to like end up dropping and stuff like that. But ever since then, I'm telling you, Asim, if we play again, I'm gonna blow your ass out.
No, it's not happening.
I'm gonna put belt to ass.
I haven't gotten blown out yet.
I don't play Asim until matchup 8, so I got a while to go.
Yeah,
it'll be a while until then. But look, I'm telling you, Asim, Peter can tell you the way my team been playing. I'm gonna put a belt to ass to you, bro.
I'm not. No.
And I'm purposely try hard that week to put belt.
Me and Los had a great matchup. Like we were close. And then my pitchers just sabotaged me, bro. I was only down 60 and I ended up like 200 and something down because how bad my pitchers did. I was like, oh my God.
It's literally the make or break if you pick up the right pitchers or not.
And I'll give myself that little bit of credit there. I have my pitching at the start was really shaky. And now I have a freaking solid rotation, although I just lost Garrett Crochet. He's on IL for 15 days, which I'm okay with getting healthy so I can get an ace back. But like today, right, Gavin Williams dropped 29 points. I mean, beast for Cleveland, and he has been doing his thing. And fantasy, he's number 13. He's got 53 strikeouts, a 2.7 ERA, and a 1.02 whip. Man's really, really good. He has a 5-1 record. I mean, today, 9 Ks. He pitched 7 innings.
Oh, look at that.
Really good. I got
Glass now gave you 11.
Cam, the man, Schlittler. Thank you, Peter. Thank you very much. You gave me the number 1 fantasy pitcher. Yeah, for Jazz Chisholm, too. I'm sorry. I did that one to you.
No, but I don't have Jazz no more. Don't forget.
You got Corey
Seager.
So you got the number 1 and the number 5 pitcher.
Yep. I fixed up my pitching really, really well. And then the team completed a trade. I did the man a favor. I traded him a beast in Bryce Harper just to complete my rotation at pitching. I got Tyler Glass now, who today didn't have the best game, but it happened.
11 is still fine.
You're not going to have a good game every single week. You're not going to drop 30 plus every single week. But I was so deep at first baseman, and I'm still so deep at first baseman that it didn't bother me trading away a Bryce Harper. So hopefully Asim can
hopefully
stay consistent.
The game doesn't get postponed.
You got to deal with that with the weather, man. I got postponement myself. Christian Walker, my best first baseman, his game got postponed. Rafael Devers' game got postponed. Nolan Chanel, my second best first baseman, he didn't play today. I didn't have Mark Vientos. He didn't play. Luis Garcia Jr. didn't play. I got a lot of people not playing. I still made do with what I got. So, but that's just a little highlight for everybody on fantasy baseball on how we are doing. So, do you guys got any last takes you guys want to say on this?
I'm about to drop Francisco Lindor. It's not even funny how this guy's about to be out till June.
Woo. I dropped Alejandro Kirk today because of that. He had a regression in his thing. So I was like, yep, see you later.
So far I haven't been too bad on injuries. Raziel Iglesias say he should return May 5th. So I need my relief pitcher.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think you had the relief pitcher. You dropped them. I picked them up.
Which one?
For the Braves.
Oh yeah, I did. I did. I forgot what happened. Didn't he score like negative points that one time? I was like, yeah, you got to go. Probably. Or I didn't have enough space, and I had to just.
I mean, you had like 18 pitchers at one point, dude. I don't know. What the hell
know. Yeah. Now I have a rotation of people to pick up and drop. So now I understand it now. So
I would hope so.
Yeah. So now I'm kind of at a deficit of relief pitchers. Good relief pitchers. So I gotta figure out how it works. How does it work with these relief pitchers where you can get points? Or so do they even
if they're a closer or if they come into the game and they if the game is close, they can get a save. The save gets you 5 points. So for me, that's why I still have where are you? Riley O'Brien. He's number 2 in relief pitchers. And he doesn't play that many innings. He's 3-1, but when he does play, he's all right. He did get me -7 points the last outing, but then today he got me 8. The way it works is so they're going to get the 3 points for playing that inning. So like Aroldis Chapman, for example, he's the Boston Red Sox main closer whenever he closes, or David Bednar for the Yankees. Whenever he comes in, he's going to get the 3 points for playing that entire inning. If he finishes that inning, he's going to get 3 points. If he wins that game for the team and it counts as a save, he's going to get 5 points for that save. And then they're going to get point for each strikeout that they get. Obviously, you're going to get -point for each hit that you get, but because it's one inning, you're not really losing that many points for hits unless they hit home runs, which is what happened to Riley O'Brien. He allowed a home run, 2 runs scored on him, so he got me -7 points, and then he lost that game, which is the double-edged sword now. Asim, ready? If your relief pitcher loses that game for you and it counts as a loss for him, he's still getting the minus points for the loss because it's not going on your starting pitcher, going on him. So it's just a double-edged sword on, the pitcher.
So how do you know if the relief pitcher is playing, like as a closer?
You really don't know.
You don't. You just got to keep them on there and take your chance. Because if they're winning the game, then yes, that closer will come in. But if they're losing, the closer's not going to come in. That's what was happening with me with the Boston closer with Chapman. Yep. Boston was doing so bad that Chapman didn't pitch for like a whole week. So I was like, this is terrible. Like,
and we're still doing bad. So it's like no point to keep Chapman on your team.
Yeah, I don't have him anymore.
I think Dom does. But yeah, so that's how the pitching system works here. And that's why, like I told you, you were low-key asking for a lot at first. I settled for a 1-for-1 because I was so deep on first baseman. But yeah, pitchers, like, they're just so volatile. They can get you 30-plus points, which is phenomenal, but they could also lose you 30-plus points like you saw Garrett Crochet do to Nick the 1 week where he lost -32 because he did so bad. So, so volatile.
Yeah, Dom's got him.
Yep. I have a pretty good track record. I have notifications on for everybody that either, puts a flag on somebody or they pick somebody up. So, and I do that on purpose just so I can stay aware of what everybody's doing and know if I'm able to pick up a gem. Like I saw Nick, he dropped Emerson Hancock, who's been having a little rough stretch, but he's a really good pitcher. So I picked him up still. I picked up where's my team? I'm on your team. Where are we? So I picked up if you guys are on the app, right? I picked up this guy, Nick Martinez. Yeah. He just started for Tampa Bay, but he's got a 1.7 ERA and a 1.00 whip. He just got put into their starting rotation. Since he became a starter for the rotation, he's gotten 24 points and 23 points. 6 Ks and 4 Ks. Man, it's been doing really, really good. And when I'm at night when I'm in bed and I'm like winding down, that's something that I will do is I'll look at like every player in fantasy, just analyzing their stats, and I'll be like, oh, okay, he's having a good time. He's hot, he's cold, and then I'll assess like on my end. Okay, so like, is he playing? So for example, Rafael Devers, I just picked him up. He's not doing the best. He's batting like a 217, which is awful, but he plays first base, and we already know when you play first base, you're gonna get those put out points.
You get some of the most points.
So I check every day, and this is something that I'll tell you guys. Okay, I'll help you guys out every day, probably around like when I'll look to see when the first game is, and I do this even when I'm on the boat. I'll check when the first game is. A couple hours prior to that, once they start putting the rotations out, and you guys will see like the numbers and the P next to the pitcher. That lets you know where they're batting in batting order. I will then look to see, okay, Rafael Devers is actually a starting first baseman, so I'm now more inclined to start him. And then there are times where I'll see, okay, William Contreras, one of my best first basemen, is playing DH. I will be more inclined to play Rafael Devers knowing that he's going to get the defensive points of putouts than I will Wilson Contreras at DH because he's not getting those points, if that makes sense. So I will then look at my team and I'll look at their lineup for the team and make sure that they're playing at a certain position so I can maximize on my point potential. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Carlos,
You got a good point to that.
Down to a science.
Yeah, and that's why like Peter is actually doing something the same as me. Like he's got Murakami. Murakami plays third base and first base, but they have him right now playing more first base. Yep. So now he's getting a lot of points for the putouts. And then when he sends it home on people, he's getting points for RBIs. He's getting points for the home run. He's getting points for the hit. It just stacks and stacks and stacks. And that's why he's so good. And he's somebody that he can play at third base, but he's actually playing first base for them. Which I do myself.
Yep. Same thing with Arise too. He plays two different positions. He plays first and second. There's times where they put him at first or they just keep him at second. So it all depends on that too.
I have a couple of those. Luis Garcia Jr. for the Nationals. He's a second and first baseman. I got Mark Vientos. He's third baseman, DH, and first base, but he primarily plays first.
Primarily first,
because
they got a Boba Fett's the third baseman over there in the Mets.
You got to find those gems. And then, like I was talking to you guys about this in the group chat. I got that guy, Dalton Rushing. So Will Smith has been in and out of the lineup. He's hurt. Dalton Rushing has been playing more often. He's batting at 348. He has 7 home runs, 17 RBIs. He would have so much more points if he was a starter. But because he's the backup, he's playing more because Will Smith is out. He's been generating me a shit ton of points. And when Will Smith comes back in and I get that alert that he is not starting, I still have a Gold Glover on my bench that I play in utility sometime, and Dylan Dingler. Really, really good. And then I'll look. That's another thing that I'll do. I'll look to see who's pitching. So if Schoolball is pitching that day, I will start Dingler no matter what.
Absolutely.
Because he's going to get those put out points at catcher. Because Schoolball's a 2-time Cy Young winner.
Same thing with me and Austin Wells. When I see that Cam Schlittler or Max Fried about to pitch, you damn right I'm putting Austin Wells to be in there. Yep, it's true.
It's like little things that you can do to maximize your efforts.
That's facts.
Just put you on some game there, it seems. So don't ever say I never helped you out.
Okay, I appreciate the help.
Yeah, man. And this is my first year doing fantasy. When I'm in something, dude, I'm a deep dive and I'm gonna do my thing. So, anyways, guys, we got one last topic to cover here. We went over our allotted time. Once again, it happens. We're
good
about sports and we love talking more insight. So, boys, what have you guys been listening to? Talk to me.
Asim, go ahead, talk about your boy.
We got new Isaiah Rashad freestyle album come out Friday. Freestyle is out and it's fire. It's got that old, what Peter was looking for, the Sylvia demo.
I said that.
Sylvia demo feel. So, but who knows what the album's gonna be like. That was just it's a little, separate track that's probably not gonna be on the album. But I'm hyped. So Yeah. May was it May 1st? Yep. Tomorrow. Yeah, May 1st. I will be listening to it.
I'm sure.
Same here.
I'll be tuning in. Uh as far as other stuff that I have been listening to, uh what came oh yeah, Vince Staples, new Vince Staples song came out. Blackberry Marmalade.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was more like a
Yeah, I seen that came out. I'm
and he
excited.
had a video too. Real interesting video. It's like he's in first person and he's just on a killing spree. So I'm sure it's some type of meaning behind it. I didn't really catch the lyrics. I have to like catch the lyrics and the song and all that. But the general vibe of the song is kind of like a punk rock feel. So I guess he's kind of branching out to a different genre. Uh, but I enjoyed the song. It's a good song. Definitely yeah, it's a catchy song for sure. What else? What else came out? Yeah, you got that. You got your Currency Wiz Khalifa Harry Fraud album.
I did hear that one.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
I
thought it was
downloaded.
all right.
I'm gonna listen to it at the airport.
I thought it was all right.
That was all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't bad.
We got Benny the Butcher, Fuego Bass, and Black Soprano Family.
That one I didn't hear.
I think I heard like one single from her. But I'll check it out because I like Benny the Butcher for sure. Who else we got? Wow, this man Akon got an album.
Absolutely not.
This man Akon got an album.
He dropped an album, yeah.
He dropped an album.
Not in big 2026, brother. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. I'm seeing this. Who's this? Blue in Exile.
Oh yeah. Blue.
Yeah, I gotta. I'll see what Blue is about.
He's a good rapper.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Yeah. He's good. Introspective.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Oh, Kalani came out with a new album.
No.
You said no. Kalani, don't do it.
Bryson
Don't do
Tiller
it for you?
dropped a single.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
They was clowning him on Twitter.
Oh no.
They say he got to bring the auto-tune back in.
Oh no. No, Bryson. No.
Yep. That's
No.
clowning him.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say real quick while you was looking at other music, I was gonna talk about the ones you said already.
Yeah.
The Isaiah Rashad freestyle, I liked it. It gave me again Sylvia Demo vibes, which is great. I like that. I don't know if that's the direction he's gonna go in on this album, but if it is, I'm very excited for it. I'm very much anticipating it. So we'll see. The Vince Staples track I thought was really good. I really enjoyed that one. That one is definitely going to be one I'm gonna have on replay. Talking a lot about how black culture is perceived in music and everything, and the music videos kind of like how we become so desensitized to a lot of this violence, like school shootings, mass shootings, and things like that. That's why if you notice in the video, like he was shooting everybody and they didn't even react or nothing like that. The security guard was just on his phone the whole time. You know, so it's just kind of like how everyone is just so desensitized to it. Similar to how Vince, you know, came from a neighborhood where, you know, it was all shootouts and gang violence, and they became desensitized to that. But now we're seeing as a society, this world is becoming so desensitized to mass casualties and events that are happening because it just happens so often. So I thought it was good. I thought it was introspective, and he did kind of say like the people that are saying that he's going in a punk rock lane, like he basically told them they don't know what they're talking about. Like he's just making music. That's it. He's like, man, y'all don't know what.
What?
He said, y'all don't know what James Brown used to make. That's not punk rock.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah. Hey, bro,
You
don't
gotta-
try to. You can't put Vince Staples in a box. That man
Oh my
does whatever
gosh.
he wants. He's very intelligent.
Yeah. He's like, yeah,
Um,
they canceled my show, so I gotta get back to the music.
Yep. I did check out the Wiz Khalifa Currency Harry Fraud project. It was short. I thought it was decent. It wasn't bad. It was like kind of like what I expected. So that's not a bad thing. But it definitely isn't one that I'm like putting in my top 10 for the year or anything like that.
What's your ranking of Harry Fraud as a producer?
Top 20.
Top 20.
Top 20. Top 20. Yeah, he's not in the top 10. He can't crack it. I'm sorry. He's in the top 20 though. Yeah, I just think that there's a lot more producers that are much better than him. I would put above him Conductor Williams above him. I would put Metro Boomin above him, Mike Will, Pierre Bourne, Kanye, obviously. It's just like I can't put him above a lot of these people. Even in this day and age, I still think he's not going to be. He might crack the top 10, but very low, maybe like 9 or 10, maybe 11 or 12. We'll see. I'd have to think, but he's good though. But he's just not. He doesn't stand out to me.
Is it his typical Harry Fraud like Aretha, like heavily sampled, like old French Montana type sound?
I just feel like it doesn't stand out to me. It doesn't stand out to me. Something like a Conductor Williams does. You could kind of like
Conductor is like a. He's like he reminds me of like a MF Doom or like a
no
or well not MF Doom Jay Dilla. It's like trying to be
no, because Dilla was known to when he sampled, he never used the same 4 loops. He would change it up every single time. He was very unique in that. And Conductor does a great job along with oh man, his name is escaping me now. And
it was
man,
Knife Wonder or something. Or,
no. He works with oh man, I'm gonna have to look him up. I can't think of his name right now. He works a lot with Boldy James. Man, I can't believe I'm forgetting this man's name. Damn it. I'm gonna get him now though. Nicholas Craven. There we go.
Okay.
Nicholas Craven and Conductor Williams are on the same thing where they make what we call boneless beats, where there is no drums. There is no drum patterns. They're just straight samples. They chop them up very well, but they work. Like that's some of the stuff that like Conway gets on, Benny the Butcher gets on, and Boldy, and they just sound so great into it. They can flow on it, but it's because it goes at their pace. You don't follow a beat. It's like the beat's following you essentially.
Yeah.
Harry Fraud is good. I think that he gets these really obscure samples. I think my thing with Harry Fraud is I just think his drums are not the best. I think his drums are a little but his sample selection is really good. But he's still good. Like I mean, the Shot Caller track is, up there as like one of the most recognizable samples being used. Excuse me, on the track.
I feel like he basically just like he was the catalyst for French Montana.
Yeah,
during that whole mixtape era.
But even like you could have like an iconic sample like that, and like it's still like you have like a Clams Casino with the I'm God instrumental.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Clams Casino. I
yeah,
forgot
like
about the Clancy.
there's a
Singh.
lot of producers, bro.
Oh,
Like you
man.
think about it, and you're just like, nah, man. There's levels. There's levels to this. Maybe not even top 20 for Harry
take-
Fraud. It might be top
take-
30, top
Take
40.
Cardo over him.
Yes, Cardo's way better.
Mm.
Yeah, Cardo's up there. His West Coast sound is amazing. What he's done with Wiz Khalifa, generational.
And with
Larry
and
June.
with Larry June.
Yeah, but him and Wiz, remember, they worked together for much longer.
Yeah.
Much
Yeah.
longer.
That ONIFC, like that mixtape is probably
Cardo's
one
incredible.
of his best work. Yeah.
Cardo is incredible. He's one of my favorite producers of this day and age. Southside as well, Pierre Bourne, people like that. They've really impressed me. But again, that project was good. It wasn't bad. I thought that they did a good job. And yeah, I'm trying to think. Have I listened to anything else? That might be it.
So I got something for Carlos. I know Carlos is hype. Brand new reason. Moving towards love _pink. 3 disc.
3 discs.
4 discs.
Hell no.
All right, but it's like split up in different songs. So
I'll give it a listen. For sure. This weekend I'll definitely be listening to music.
I heard one song off of it, and it was pretty good. Like he was actually going in on the song. Like I don't ever have an issue with Reason and his rapping. Yeah, I never really had an issue with Reason. So it's just he got a lot of hate from his label, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
But good. But at least he's moving on. You know, he's moving forward, still making music. This is considered contemporary R&B in the thing. So yeah, it was kind of like an R&B in the beginning, and then he just started rapping. So he's doing some experimental stuff, from what it seems.
Oh yeah. I'll definitely listen to it, especially tomorrow. I'm gonna be at the airport for like 2 hours before my flight.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you got time.
I'm gonna have a lot of time finally, so I'm gonna catch up on a lot of stuff. Don't worry, I got a lot of stuff queued up. So, but hey guys, do you guys got anything else, or are we?
I got some one last thing.
Go ahead.
We got Ron Browse.
Peter's ready to close it out. Look at you. Why you gotta do this to the man?
We got Sir Michael Rocks. There's another in the bag.
Oh, this man is Asim. He knows how to do it so well, bro. Brick after brick after brick. This is what Asim does. Brick after brick. Like, I can't believe this, man.
Got you thinking of these names, man.
As you guys see, so like Asim went the whole time cool, and then he couldn't help it.
I could not help it.
Wall on him.
It's these names you remember, and they still doing
we
music.
We don't want to remember them. That's the whole point. We don't care about them. Oh,
remember, Ron Browse, he made Ether.
No, we don't want to remember Ron Browse.
He made Ether.
Jesus.
Never forget.
We want to forget Ron Browse. You just brought him up. Like, what is going
Never
on?
forget.
Next thing, bro. Next week,
top producer.
Next week, it seems gonna bring up like Hell Rel or somebody. Like, what the heck?
If he drops an album, I'll bring it up.
Oh my god! All right, bye everybody. It's over. The podcast is done. Like, we're done for the week. I can't believe
this. Guys, Asim once again has to take the fence at the end.
End it off with a banger.
Can't believe it. That's a crazy one to drop out of nowhere.
Pop champagne.
But hey, look, before I end this, okay, I gotta ask. Okay, I do have to ask this question because we didn't get to ask it last week. Peter,
yo,
weekly anime check, bro.
Anime.
Have not been able to watch anything this week. Was very busy. Was very, very, very busy, unfortunately. So I have not watched something this week. But I'm off tomorrow. I am off tomorrow. My plan is to continue watching Demon Slayer. Okay. I have been liking it. I think it's very good. I think it's very good. Yeah.
Let me catch up to Solo Leveling. That's what I'm waiting for you to watch.
Okay, so I took a pause to it only because my sister-in-law didn't want to watch it because she saw the first episode with me. She said it didn't look interesting. But then later on, like, I'm not even kidding you, like 4 days later, she's like, I saw a TikTok edit about Solo Leveling and I want to watch it again. So I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
man.
So I have to, the thing is that we watch some stuff together. So I have to put it on hold for us to watch it together. But she's watched Demon Slayer already. So like that one's like, I'll watch it on my time. We were watching the Monster anime and I ain't going front, it was kind of boring. So I'm off of it.
Is that Monster anime?
Mhm.
Yeah, Monsters from like 07, 08, something like that. Just wasn't it. I'm not really digging it. So I'm off of that. I'm moving on to, like I said, I've been watching Demon Slayer, so I'm gonna keep watching that. I'm gonna do Solo Leveling and Vinland Sagas. That's another one I want to watch.
Nice.
And what else is on the list that I'm trying to remember? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is on Netflix, so I might possibly watch that too.
So I'm gonna give you something with that. Okay, with JoJo's,
I know it's weird. I know it's
but
weird.
it is weird because each season's gonna have a new main character.
Yeah, I heard about that. Same thing with Baka. I heard that enemy's really weird too.
Mhm.
I that one I'm not really interested in right now. I think I'm gonna stick to those for now. It's just like focus on Demon Slayer, on Solo Leveling, Vinland Sagas. So yeah, I think that's what
Definitely
I'm gonna
stick to those. That way you can actually get to the progression of those because they all get really, really, really good the more you guys watch.
Yeah. That's the plan. That is the plan right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not excused from this. How far are you on that One Piece manga? We're keeping you
not
up right now.
I'm you know what have I read? Where was I at? Oh, I've only read to where what's her name got to the place and she was working for,
Arlong?
another pirate. Yeah, she was working for another pirate, and then you get to him.
But I
So,
want to.
that's
If
where
a
I
scene was
stopped at.
near me, I would Gunther
I'm-
chop up to the chest.
But I was watching.
I want to do the same thing when you talk about Ron Browse, man.
I was watching Invincible though. I was catching up on the season 4 of Invincible.
That's fair.
So,
I gotta catch up on that too.
So I'm
and
like
the
on
boys.
episode
I gotta
4.
catch up on the boys too.
That and the boys. Yeah,
that's fair. But listen. If by the next time I ask you a One Piece question and you're not at least in the hundreds, we're gonna have an issue. All right.
How much you want me to read, man? I got a lot of time.
Figure it out.
The only time I got to read is like at night before bed, and before bed, I really
for all my
eyes
One
is
Piece
hurting.
fans, okay, and that read the manga. Spoiler alert: if you don't want to hear it, click off now. Oh, we finally got Emu. We saw him kick ass. Oh my god. Oh, okay, that's it. Later, guys. Thank you for watching.
All right, man. Thank you.
Peace.
Ether boy.
See you guys.
He just cut it off. He didn't even end it. Oh, he left.
He didn't even end it, bro.
He didn't end it. His man didn't even end it.
My bad.
Lord,
Lord,
he's about to mess up the whole thing.
I definitely was. Hold on. And